Hello, 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 hello. Welcome to Monday, the day of the week at the beginning of the week and the starting of the week. It happens after the weekend, but before other different days of the week like Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday and Friday and the other ones. Many seconds. There are many seconds in a time to wait. But at the end of it, it'll be worth it probably. It'll be worth it because we get to play a funny game about bugs called Bug Fables. I've never played this game before. I've never watched anybody play this game before. I've heard people say it's got big Paper Mario vibes. I've never played a Paper Mario either, but it looks like a good game full of little tiny buglies, so we're gonna play it. Also, welcome in Warheads, welcome in Random Game Lover. I hope you guys had a wonderful weekend and are surviving the Monday. New quest. No. Z Hiragana. There we go. Is this game Japanese? Why is this so hard? There we go. Confirm. Yes. Or is it just like, was it like an English-Japanese dual language release? Ah, the land of Bulgaria. Bulgaria? A peaceful, prosperous place where many adventurous bugs gather. Although it wasn't always that way. Lured by the promise of riches and lush fields, a young queen visited these lands many moons ago. Together, with her daughters and fellow ant servants, she established Bulgaria's modest first settlement. Her people were happy, the ant kingdom flourished, and yet the queen's dream had still not been fulfilled. For she had heard of an ancient people who safeguarded a treasure of unbelievable power. It was none other than... the everlasting sapling, a plant which would grant unending youth and strength to any who ate even one of its leaves. She searched and searched and searched, but alas, she never found it. She entrusted her dream to the princess before falling into a hard-earned sleep. Rest in peace, Ant Queen. Determined to succeed where her mother did not, the new queen rallied the people together under her cause. Opening the doors of the kingdom to bugs of all shapes and kinds, she attracted ambitious and skilled adventurers. Her decree was loud and clear. Find me the everlasting sapling, and you shall know wealth like no other bug ever has. Hey, Jack Jack, bug game. Yeah, we're playing a game full of little buglies. So far, it's got ants and other. With this, the Explorers Association was founded, with its many members searching across the kingdom for clues and treasure. Bug game that isn't Hollow Knight. Hollow Knight is a very, very, very good bug game. And I'm willing to bet Silk Song, when it finally comes out, will also be a very, very good bug game. But this is a different mystery bug game. It's got adventure in it, I think, and fables, and there's a tree, I guess? There were trees in Hollow Knight. There were little trees, and then you hit them with a fancy sword, and then they turn into big trees and shot little orbs everywhere.
Beginnings of Bug Game Stream.
Beginnings of Bug Game Stream. Thank you for the funny triangles. I'm gonna, you know, like when you have dirt and you take the triangle and you put like the pointy end down and then you push it down into the dirt so that just like all of it is underground except for the flat top. I'm gonna do that with all 60 of those triangles. It'll be nice, trust me. With this, the Explorers Association was founded with its many members searching across the kingdom for clues and treasure. Oh, I can go back! If I miss something, I can go back! Oh, that's so good! So many things don't let you do that, and I get so distracted and I forget. What on earth are you talking about? The Hollow Knight trees are what I'm gonna do with those triangles. Sticking triangles into the dirt? Have you ever, like, okay, so you know, like, a golf tee? how you're supposed to, like, put it, the pointy bit a little bit into the dirt. But then, like, what if you just keep going and you just keep pushing into the dirt until it's, like, completely covered, like, it's all the way into the dirt except for, like, the top, which is level with the dirt, but not covered in dirt. So it's like, you got dirt, you got dirt, you got dirt, you got the top of the... Next time you go outside and you have some sort of triangle or a sharp object that's got, like, a point and a flat part, just push it into the dirt. It'll be a raring good time. So yeah, it's like a little circle on the ground. There's not much more to it than that, but it's surprisingly enjoyable to do. Even though to this day the sapling has not been found. But every bug dreams of one day claiming it for themselves, like a pen. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you could do that with a pen. I think it might be harder. Oh no, actually, yeah. If the pen is like one of those ones with like a flat bottom, you just like push it all the way in. Seems like something you would do. It's a good thing to do. I mean, like, I don't know, like, universally, like, in the grand scheme of things, I don't think it's like morally good or bad, but like, it feels good to do. Like, there's something, it just feels natural and right to do, is to push something into the dirt as far as it can go, but not so far that it's completely covered. Or at least, those were the stories I was told in my land. Who is this? Despite many unfortunate incidents, tales of your people helped me keep my adventuring spirit alive. Rest assured, Kabu, they are not mere legends, but real history. This Explorers Association, and all the explorers who risk their wings for glory, are proof of that. Then, Sir Maki, would you consider my earlier offer? Kabu, I respect your passion, but I take missions of the highest danger. An unproven warrior is not fit to accompany my team. Unproven? Maki, I've bested many hardships in the north. Or so you say. Your knowledge of our culture and your passion for exploring are as true as my blade's edge, Kabu. But I would ask you not to press the issue. This is not the place to cause a scene. Think it's other bugs?
What? Care to say that again?
As I said, we cannot allow children to explore, much less snake-mouthed den.
I'm not a kid.
So much for that. Would you accompany Kabu? It's my duty to investigate. Well, if you insist. Right. Okay, so it is arrow keys to move, C to jump. Oh, we got jump button. Oh, we're really in it now.
Oh, Mackie. He's getting ready to serve justice.
No, he's just gonna cause a scene again, like always. This sort of thing occurs frequently.
Hey, didn't Maki ask for you? Don't make him wait, or I'll make you pay. Hello?
Again, you're embarrassing me. You're not the head of this fangirl club.
Yes, I am.
Just gonna walk out of this one. Or rather, hop out of this one. Ooh, is that an orchid mantis? This game's got platforming? Hello? Would you mind coming back a bit later? Look at all this darn paperwork. Shouldn't disrupt his work.
A little bit.
A little bit of platforming. Just a little bit of hopping and jumping and leaping and giggling and playing and laughing. Greetings, explorer. What do you want? You shouldn't keep Maki waiting. He's right. Why am I up here? I'm exploring. Like an adventure would do. Beetle. Is that a name? Beetle. B. Lower your voices. What is the matter? Oh, Beetle like beetle and B like bee.
This guy's calling me a kid. Says I can't explore.
Shouting isn't gonna change the rules, you child.
Shut it. It's not about age, it's about skill. I'm V, the best explorer the Hive has ever seen. I'm not some random bee.
An explorer bee?
Yeah, got a problem? Saying bees can't explore? Expected honey and paint?
I didn't say that, but... Silence, please. This guild of ours is no place for petty squabbles.
Look, I can't just give a permit to some bee,
much less without a partner. Teams should be a duo of explorers, you know?
I'm worth like 4 bees, okay?
Hey, V.
What do you want?
Why don't we join forces? We both wish for a permit, yet lack a companion.
What, do I look that desperate? I don't even know you.
I have a promise I must keep. and for that I must explore. How bad could it be?
Well, it can't be worse than having to stay put. Deal.
Wait, you two are crazy. You won't last a second at Snake Mouth.
I'll prove you wrong.
No, you are both most likely mere novices, ruled by your strong emotions. I have no doubt that if you left today, you would return inside a bag. A bug bag. Sir Mackie, although you outrank me in spades, you shouldn't underestimate me. I went through quite a bit to get here. Well, B2 is spazzing out when talking. B is full of energy and potential and emotions and excitement and needs to get it out through interpretive dance and words.
Yeah, bugs like you that look down on others are really annoying.
Very well. I shall test your resolve.
Test us, huh? Who named you king of this joint?
Oh, that was cool. Also sass. So much sass. The Ant Queen herself, for she has knighted me as her royal blade. I accept your challenge. V, get ready.
Watch your horn. I was born ready.
She's got a little boomerang. V, our opponent is no amateur. Would you like to review some combat tips? Yes, please.
Hit me up. Maybe I'll even learn something.
Listen then. We can both perform one action per round, be it attacking, using an item, etc. Standard, turn-based rules. Got it. We can power up our attacks by performing commands unique to each move. Watch this. If I hold down long enough, I can power up my horn strike. Okay, I see the Paper Mario connection here.
Holding a button? Lame. Look at this. If I press C at the right time, I can power up my beamerang.
A beamerang. Got it. Nailed it.
See? We're doing great.
Don't let your guard down, V. After our turn ends, the enemy's next. Just like Deltarune. Just like when you push the button at the time and it do the thing. Can we dodge?
I know, and if I press C at the right time...
Oh. Pressing C a bit before an enemy hits you will reduce damage. Okay, so you can block. With perfect timing, you'll reduce even more damage.
Ow, what the heck? You trying to kill us or something?
If you can't even handle that much, you should surrender. Go home and guard Honey with your silly toy.
Toy? Ugh, now I'm mad.
We should pay him back tenfold.
It's time to use a skill. They're just like attacks, but you select them from the yellow flower. Skills require us to use our TP, teamwork points, also known as toilet paper. So we have to watch out for how many we have left.
Hey Taloon, welcome in. Just here to watch, enjoy little buglies doing little bugly things like sword fighting and boomberdangle. We should patch your wounds too, using items from the blue flower. Okay, so we got yellow flower. Oh god, there's 3 flowers. Yellow flower is skill. Blue is items, probably? Let's do a boomberdangle. Okay, great. And then, oh wait, you have a skill too. What's your skills? Taunt. I don't think we need to do that. There we go. Oh right, I have to block. Why don't we do a, eat a crunchy leaf. And do an attack. I'm gonna learn how to block at some point. Or at least remember how to block. Such skill with the blade.
You pass. What?
You performed well enough. I could feel your desire to see the world through your attacks. I am no one to keep you from your explorer permit, Edel. You may grant it to them.
I get no say in this, huh? But Maki is the queen's blade, so here, you can have it.
We got a leaf or a nut or something.
I did it! Snake Mouth Den is gonna be all mine, all the riches, all the glory.
We did it. Snake Mouth Den. It lies to the west of the association, a simple path, although filled with danger. There is much treasure to be found, but its jaws have claimed many. Treasure, huh? Who's calling Maki?
Maki, seriously, brother, how long are you gonna keep me waiting?
My apologies, Kina. B, Kabu, I must be going now. As you can see, my duty calls me. May you succeed in your mission.
What a weird bunch.
He ended up causing quite the scene himself. That fighting prowess. How many years must he have trained? I have a feeling that, like, 30 minutes into this game, we're going to be fighting enemies way stronger than Maki. Either that or Maki was holding back, because, like, that was 2 damage per attack. That's got to be little piddle beans. That can't be real big damage. You know we're going to get into the double-digit damage eventually.
So, I'm V, I guess, from the hive near the big tree.
What are y'all's opinions on the official Mountain Dew grilled cheese? Terrifying looking. I don't think any grilled cheese, the cheese should be liquid before you put it on the sandwich. The cheese should be solid before you put it on the sandwich, and then the hot makes it liquid. Tutorial fight is tutorial, so true. No! Also, the fact that they added green food coloring, why would they do that? You didn't need to do that at all. Mountain Dew isn't even particularly green, just the bottle is green. Like, why would you green your cheese? Oh, I'm Kabu. I moved in just 1 moon ago from the north. You could say a month, it's fine. So you've seen it, nice. Yeah, my brother sent me a link, the other day. Oh yes, let's get those boobas on the chat. Protect us from the grilled cheese, the Mountain Dew grilled cheese. Yeah, my brother sent me a link of somebody doing a taste test where they cooked it, and I was like, I would try it. I would try it, but I don't think it'll be good.
Cool.
Indeed. Sir Maki said Snakemouth was to the west, right? Should we get going?
Right. Yeah, let's go right away. Don't fall behind, okay? Hey, wait, you two. Something wrong?
I don't know how long a moon is. Help. 28 days, usually. I believe that's how long a moon cycle is, from like a full moon to another full moon. About a month. You know what the goal of the Snakemouth expedition is, right? Sure. You're gonna tell us anyway if we say of course, right?
Alright, I hope you can find the...
Yeah, there we go. Ancient artifact. Got it.
I hope you can find the ancient artifact the Queen is after. Good luck out there.
Thank you. We will be back soon, I promise. Chapter 1. A dysfunctional trio. Well, we're 2 of us. Trio is 3 of us. Just like Pony World 3. We gotta get our 3rd pony. Change the party leader by pressing Z. You can check your inventory stats by pressing escape. Sure. B can be party leader. Pooh, finally done. Sometimes work just doesn't stop coming.
Okay. We'll hear you again?
Excuse ya, I'm artist and I keep this place running. Oh, thank you for your hard work. Rainbow chapter. All the colors in the chapter. Yeah, thanks. So you two-faced Maki, huh? Bet you found it a tad too easy.
You know it.
Heh, I see you lot like challenge. 1 sec, I have this one thing. Please take it. Just like Pony World 3. 3 of them. Got hard mode medal. We're not using that. We're not gonna be using that. I don't trust myself to do a hard mode on Bug Fables. What is this? A medal? Thank you, Nightbot. Let's just say it should make things more interesting for you. The higher the risk, the higher the reward, as they say. If you defeat any powerful enemies while wearing it, come see me, alright?
I won't say no to free stuff. You got a deal.
Thank you for entrusting us with it. Take care, Artros. Hey, you. Safe exploring, folks. Remember to check in every now and then. What do you gotta say?
Good showing. Not many can stand Maki's blade.
Why, thank you. I assume you've endured it as well.
Anyone who belongs to this association can say as much as that. Wow, so everyone here is crazy strong.
Or they found a reliable partner to carry them.
What? You trying to say something?
Sounding a ton like Animal Crossing. They got their little beebly bops. They got their animalese they're speaking. Their buggalese.
Not at all. If you're offended by it, it only shows your insecurity. What's your deal? You wanna fight?
Enough, V. We just got granted our permit. Let's not get into trouble.
Fine.
Beep, bop, boop, beep, 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 beep. I do appreciate when, Oh. That's a cool transition. I appreciate when games have that, like, fake little language where they just have them making sounds that are, like, kind of like words, but not quite. Like, this one has it as just, This one has it as just little, like, beeps and bops. When you've got ones like Animal Crossing, they actually sound like syllables, like they almost sound like they're saying words, and then you've got ones like Hollow Knight, where they're like, it sounds like they're speaking just a completely made-up language. Yeah, this game definitely feels very, like, Paper Mario inspired. The art style and the combat system, and maybe even the musics. The whole Banjo-Kazooie treatment, though. Love it. Love when there are sounds. Love when there are sounds and they are coming out of the people's mouths, but they're not actually words. Hate when there's words. No voice acting for me. Voice acting is fine. But sometimes, I'm just so tired. I'm just so tired of anime dub voice actors trying to sound so much like the Japanese voice actors. And then you get that that one flavor of voice acting that just sounds not right. I don't know how to explain it other than that. But I prefer when they've got little beeps and bops instead of actual words, I think. I say as I am actually reading out these words, but sometimes also people don't want to read, they just want to hear it. So I guess voice acting is fine. But I would like if they could turn it off, maybe. Hey, why are you hitting that crystal? You could break it, you know. Can we break it? Huh? You really don't know?
Just tell us why.
Forgive my partner Celia. Her mouth is most loose. This is an ancient crystal, correct? They're unique to this land. Yeah, video fans and the voice actor doesn't match their pre-existing headcanon. I will say, it is very weird when you kind of have a voice for somebody in your head and then it gets voice acted and the voice is completely different. And like Undertale, when that came out, yippee-bdbp. I don't think it'll trigger if you do all the words together, but I do have a yippee and I do have an EBDB and I do have a yippee. And I do have a rat. Thank you, Nightbot. For playing Undertale, the voice I imagined Papyrus with was very different than the Skeletor voice that every single person who played. Hey, Super Z-Man 300, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, by the way. We're playing Bugs. Yeah, I imagined Papyrus with a different voice, like not a Skeletor voice, but every single person who played Undertale is like, yep, this is Skeletor now. And I can't remember what voice it was anymore. Because, I mean, like, he's Skeletor to me now. But... Yippee! This is an ancient crystal, correct? They're unique to this land. Correct. They can store the record of previous travelers if you smack them with something. Yippee! Does EBDB not work? Or did I just not hear it? Hold on. Hold on a sec. I might have that one as... Is this how I do it? Yeah, okay. Try it again, I think it should work. I might have that one as VIP only. Figured it wouldn't do all three, just wanted to say it. I could definitely set it so that whatever the first one you put there, it would like do the yippee. There we go. Okay, yeah, I have that one as VIP. I should just turn off the like VIP only for these. I don't even... We're gonna do that right now. I'm gonna leave VIP only on the Woody Woodpecker because that one comes with an image and it's mildly obnoxious. But, like, you can also just pay some points and get it anyway. Yippee! Yeah, I'm like, I think what I did was I put the ones that were longer, like EBDB and No and Booba Song. I set those as VIP, but we're gonna fix them all. There we go. EBDB is everyone. Booba Song is everyone. Super Squeak is everyone. I might have to refresh the trigger fire thing for it to work. Oh, right, I have Oh No. Let me refresh the cache. I think EBDB should... Did I do EBDB? Super Plu? Super Plu can be... Super Plu's for everyone. Did I get EBDB? I have so many sounds. I forgot about the oh no and the oops and the uh-oh. EBDB? Nyan. Nyan is for everybody. Yeah, EBDB should be for everybody now. EBDB for every BB. Every bubby. Exactly. Ulakan Siliganyak. Correct. They can store the record of previous travelers if you smack them with something. This crystal is yellow, so it will even heal your wounds. Ah, save point. Save point heal spot. You expect me to believe that? All that awesome stuff for hitting a rock? You are one of little faith. Come on, Levy. Show him. Oh. Yes, we will save. It is done.
Oh, wow, it really works. This must sell for a fortune.
All you'll get for this crystal is prison time. Only the Ant Queen can authorize placing of these rocks in public spaces. Why demand? Why diamond? It's simply a shape. It's simply the shape. You could probably push this into the ground and it would be really cool to do. I bet underneath that plant it's like kind of pointy. Even if you find one in the wild, they're too heavy to be carried by a single bug.
Well, there goes that idea.
Still, their properties are amazing. Let's use them when we can, V.
Yeah, sure. Let's get a move on.
Best of luck. Best of luck. Alright, we got it, we got it. We're tutorialing. Hello, slug bug. Oh, snail! Snail with tomato sauce?
These rocks are getting in the way of our trade routes. If this isn't cleared soon, we'll lose money. Get on with it, ants. Should never ever happen.
I understand my wife is upset, but there's nothing we can do until the rocks are cleared. Oh, wait, why do you have a diamond? You have diamond because I put you as VIP so you can do the EBDB, but then also I just removed EBDB. Or at least removed the thing, so everybody should do EBDB? Harumph. I should have never gone into the city earlier. Now I have to wait until this mess is cleared. You got a diamond next to your name all of like 30 seconds ago. Yeah, there we go. Everybody can EBDB now. Heave ho, heave ho. Yippee! Can't go through rocks. Unless I can out of bounds it. No, this is no Pony World 3. They thought of this. They know better. Oh, right. We have to go west anyway. North, Ant Kingdom. West, Snakemouth Way. South, Golden Path. We're westing it. Hello, you. The path ahead leads to the Snakemouth Den. Currently, only licensed exploration teams can pass. Do you have a permit? We sure do.
Alright, this checks out.
I'll open the gate. Safe travels, explorers. Thank you, 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 thank you. We are exploring. Who's this? An enemy? A little buggly? An acorn? Need these sound effects to play in real life? Do you use something super awesome a day? Honestly, like, yeah, I wish I had a soundboard that I could take with me that just automatically went. It just, anytime you finish your chores, you get a yippee. You get to school or work on time, you get a yippee. You accidentally drop your hot dog, it goes boo, or like you get sad horns. Flying one. You do something impressive, you get a applause.
Sad panda, sad face.
Sad panda, sad face. No, happy panda, happy face. Thank you for the funny triangles. I'm gonna, put them in a jar and shake them up, and they're gonna make a really cool sound, I think. The Among Us is in the brain. Confirmed, 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 confirmed. When did I say that? Confirmed, but like when? When was that? Oh. That's fine. Confirmed. Nyan. Anytime you see a cat, nyan, or meow. Like attacking up close, annoyed when an enemy is out of reach. Ask a friend who could fly or toss something to bring it down. Okay, yeah. Easy, 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 easy. We've literally already got it. Hit you down, and then now we attack her. Yeah, you get a soundboard, you pick your own selection. Imagine alerts playing from the sky. Well, have I got a solution for you? They make hats with speakers in them. And like, when you wear headphones, no, say nyan. Every time you say nyan, it goes nyan. Every time you say no, it goes no. Or ulalakan silalingyak, it goes nyan. So when you wear headphones, the music is coming from your headphones. When you have a computer, the music, like speakers, the music is coming from the speakers. When you have a hat that has speakers, it feels like a wizard has cast a spell of music on you, and there is just a bubble of music that is surrounding your head, and the music is coming from like space or the sky or something. So if you wear a speaker hat, like a hat that's got the speakers in it, Bluetooth speakers, you could have the soundboard hooked up to that, and it will feel warp. It will feel like the sky is playing the sound effects for you. Get rid of you. Yeah, I have to have a speaker hat because my work is very stupid and they don't allow us to wear headphones, but they do allow us to play music out loud from speakers, so I have to get a hat with speakers in it so that I'm not breaking the rule. The music is coming from speakers, but I've moved the speakers closer to my ears so that only I can hear it and nobody else has to put up with Vocaloids and Reese's Puffs, eat 'em up, eat 'em up, eat 'em up. It will feel so warp. Oh, this is elevator. Or pathway to other place. Let's see, should I be using skills? Probably not. There we go. Attack me all you want. I will attack you all I want. I wonder how frequent the save spots are. Oh, experience points, exploration points, EXP. Haha, haha, I get it. I'm getting it. Oh, I can throw my thing. Hey, Lucky Pangolin, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. We're doing bugly business. Cool new avatar. Yeah, I got all sorts of moving parts now. And I can blink, and I can wiggle, and I can jiggle, and I can, hold controller. I got the power of lip sync, sort of. Hello, Bugly. Excuse me, bug of old complexion. That's a weird thing to say to somebody. Hello, person of old complexion. I guess it's less rude than going up to somebody and saying, hey, old man. Or old lady.
Hey, Kabu, we're supposed to be adventuring. Snakemouth Den? Endless Riches?
Sorry, V. I cannot ignore an old bug in distress. First of all, name's Chuck, and I bet I'm younger than both of you. But if you gotta know, I'm almost done arranging my cozy rest space for travelers going to Snakemouth Den. I just can't pell out this darn weed.
You call this cozy?
Chuck, Snakemouth Den is more dangerous than rain on a wedding day. Is that dangerous or just unlucky? Shouldn't you be warning travelers? Look, will you help me or not?
I'm not doing any pulling, at least not for free.
Watch this, V. If I press X near small bushes or rocks. Whoa, nice. Something like this is no match for my horn. It's been so long since you've caught a stream. I hope you've been doing well. I hope you've been maxing and relaxing and getting good night's sleep at night. I know my streams are usually like late at night, so I'm always actually surprised when people show up, especially since it's like I'm in the Pacific time zone, so what's kind of late for me is really late for everybody else, unless you're, I guess, like in Europe, but even then that means you're even like later, you're like at 3 in the morning or something. You're officially a college student? Nice, nice, nice. Wait, no, not that Sad Eyes. This one. Nice, nice, nice. Congrats. I hope all your classes are great. I hope if you're staying on campus, your room nights are nice and your dorm is nice. It's 10:47 p.m. for you right now. Yeah, it's 7:47 for me. It's East Coast. Wait, no, West Coast. That's the one I'm on. West Coast gets to have time later than everybody else. Everybody else gets to have their time first. Started your second year of college today. Nice. Of all the schools I went to, I think I enjoyed college the most. High school was okay, but by the time you get to college, everybody's way less, like, insecure and judgmental and just kind of trying to make it through the day and have fun with it. People are way more willing to just be cool and chill, and also when you're in a college town, that means all the teachers are also cool and chill. Like, it's not just the people in your classes, not just your classmates, but, like, the, like, businesses nearby are also, like, it's just this whole college vibe. Get out of here. I don't want to be famous. It's 9:48. Yeah, I'm like, what is that, Central Time? To be in college again. You have to wake up at 6:30? Oh, I'm so sorry. One of the things that I did when I was in college was make sure I never had like all my classes started at 9 a.m. or later. I think there was like 1 or 2 semesters where I had to have an 8 a.m. class. But, ugh. No. Being able to schedule your classes so that you can wake up later. You want to become famous? Why'd you delete them? It's a trick. It's like a genie's trick. It's like a monkey's paw. You become famous, but in a bad way. They're like, you want to become famous, right? And then they cancel you on Twitter or something. And so everybody knows your name, but they know you as the person who one time forgot to put their grocery cart back in the corral, and everybody thinks you're the worst person in the world. And you're told that work is going to be stressful, you'd rather be in college except for midterms, finals. I will say, I do not miss tests. I do not miss finals. I didn't even have, like, my major didn't require, like, a thesis or anything. All my finals were, like, multiple choice and essay questions. I never had to do any, like, crazy big projects, but even then, like, do not miss that stress at all. Your schedule's kind of whack. A 2-day week, you have a 5-hour gap between your morning classes. Oh, that's rough. One of my biggest pieces of advice for people in college is sign up for classes as soon as it's open and you're available to, and try to get a nice schedule. You don't have a good reason to leave campus, you just hang around. Yeah, I'm like, if you live close enough, you can, like, walk back or bike back or whatever, or drive back if you're lucky enough to have a car. But if it's too far to go back home for 5 hours, like, I guess you just hang out on campus. I never had a 5-hour gap, but I had some where I had to have like a 1 or 2 hour gap, and I would just like bring my Switch, bring my laptop, plug it in somewhere, and play games or read manga or whatever. You're in ITCS exams for writing code by hand. I'm so sorry. I took a JavaScript class. No, not a JavaScript, a Java class in high school, and the AP test was write code by hand, and it was miserable, and I never took any coding after that. They should, like, why would they, why? Why would you make somebody write code by hand? You want me to write brackets? What's wrong with you? Don't do that. Give me a keyboard and a computer. Let me use the internet. Nobody in the world is gonna, like, tell you, oh, you're writing code, you're not allowed to Google and, like, copy codes from whatever forums. Another 2 days a week, you also have a 3 or 4 hour gap? Oh, no. Well, let this be a lesson for next semester. When you schedule your classes, schedule them as soon as you can. I don't know how your school, arranges like who gets to go first. I think my school was like based on like GPA. Like if you had a higher GPA, you got your pick of classes first. But I don't know if yours is like, okay, freshmen get to go last, and that's why you didn't have a very good pick of classes. But like, yeah, as soon as they open that up, as soon as you get that email that says you can do classes now, get on there, get your classes, try to schedule them all on like the same days with just enough time to get between classes. Don't forget to give yourself a lunch break if it's in the middle of the day. Try not to go too early if you hate waking up early. It's community college. You were the last batch of admissions, so last pick. Oh, oof. At least community colleges, you get the benefit of saving so much money. They're way more affordable. And they tend to have, like, more fun classes because they advertise not just to, like, people trying to get their majors, but just, like, people in the community who want to learn something. So they'll have more options for, like, fun skills. Like, they'll have more chances of, like, oh, here's, like, a metalworking class, or, like, sure, helicopter piloting. You probably won't get in a real helicopter, but you'll get to do sims. Need to sleep. I hope you have a good night's sleep, Warheads. Have good dreams, have good sleeps, no waking up at 3 in the morning for no reason. No, scary dreams, only dreams of boobas protecting you from scary dreams. You're studying something kind of niche, so you're in a really small college, about 2,500 people, which is nice. Ooh, that must be nice. Most of your classes are all right. You have one teacher you hate, though. Oh, I'm sorry. Is it too late to drop that class and transfer? I guess if you had the last pick of classes, there probably isn't much alternative choice. But maybe you won't have to interact with them too much. Gonna go to sleep, gonna watch the rest of the stream tomorrow. Well, thanks for stopping by, Warheads. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for chatting. I hope you have the most restful of sleep and the bestest of dreams. Something like this is no match for my horn. Well, V, you actually helped me. This made my week.
You got a reward ready, right?
But V, helping others already is its own reward. And you didn't do anything.
It's really not.
Starts class 5 to 10 minutes late and leaves 45 minutes earlier, not because he finished teaching, but because he has to go to his other job. Oh. I wonder if that's like... if, like, he had a job and, like, the school directory made him do this class at the time, even though he told them, like, I can't do it at this time. Or if it was just, like, very bad planning on his part, or what? But you say metalworking because you actually do that. Metalworking always sounded like something that would be fun to do. I never took a metalworking class. I did ceramics, I think, in high school. I don't think I took any, like, hands-on art classes in college. Maybe, like, one my first year of college just to fill out that, like, art requirement. But I do enough art on my off time that I didn't really need to fill my schedule with more of it. You're majoring in metallurgical engineering? Oh, you weren't... Was that you who said... Yeah, that you weren't lying when you said you had a really niche major, like... I didn't know that was a major. Usually when I think metalworking, I think just like, yes, making fun trinkets and stuff. But is that like... Does that include like soldering stuff in like motherboards and like engineering, I don't know, like ship parts or like satellite parts and stuff? Or is it just like the generic study of like how to attach metal to metal? How to warp metal into cool shapes? Started out as part-time faculty during the pandemic and the schedule was way more flexible than asked to teach in person. He said, yeah. Oh no. Why say you'll teach in-person class if you just bounce and act like ditching the class is a favor to the students? Okay, what class is it? Because, like, depending on the subject, I could maybe see it. Like, I feel like there's a lot of classes where it's, like, basic, maybe, like, math classes where you just, like, give somebody assignments and it's like, all right, I'm going to teach you for the first part and then spend the rest doing the assignment. Or, like, history or, like, an English class where it's like, okay, we'll cover this intro into computing. Okay, yeah, that makes no sense. That makes literally no sense, because, like, I feel like you need somebody there to answer questions. Yeah, because I'm like, even if he gives you, like, he explains it in the first part and then gives you an assignment to work on, like, that's a little harder. You can't just be like, okay, now read the textbook for the last 30 minutes of class. That's weird. The wide area of study with lots of job opportunity, nobody offers it. Yeah, because that seems like real. It's not one of those ones you think of first when you think of like, oh yes, career choices. You think like, okay, well there's like the big ones of like doctor, lawyer, engineer, teacher, the business owner, the question marks. What else do people do? Restaurateur. There's like trade skills, but even among trade skills, like metallurgical. What does metallurgical even mean? I know what metal means. I know what engineering means. What is the surgical? Like surgical? Metallurgy? Like alchemy? I was halfway through a slideshow on Hardware and go, oh, I have to go. Slides are on the website, but some of the slides are irrelevant. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. It's a type of material science that focuses on metals. Okay, so is it mostly, I guess, then just the science behind the metals? Is it more like practical metalworking, or is it more like study of, or at least I guess the classes, I mean, I assume if you're taking the major, it's going to be a mix of both. But oh, no worries. Helpful bugs deserve gratitude. I ain't got much, but please take this. Plus, he spends a lot of lectures sharing anecdotes instead of covering the actual content. Yeah, don't care about that company you worked for that pirated Windows a bunch of years ago. I need to know what the things do. You've complained. Listen, your complaining is valid. I definitely had like a handful of teachers that were like that, where they like either like didn't actually teach us anything. They just like, I'm going to read the textbook and not explain any of it, or like, I'm going to just kind of show up and not do anything. And it does, like, it definitely, in high school, it's not a big deal, but in college, it's like, okay, but I'm paying money for this. I guess, hopefully at least you learn something through doing the assignments. Because if the textbooks that you're using and the assignments that you're doing are at least good practice, then it's not a complete waste, because at least you're getting something out of the class. And then hopefully the future classes, like the follow-up classes, will have like much better instructors. Kind of all of it's a really vague topic for something not so common. That's so interesting though, like, yeah, that's really one of those things that it's like, people have to do it. Metal's gotta get worked. Metal's gotta get, like, there's metal in so many things that we use, not just like, there's metal in cars, there's metal in technology, there's metal in probably like half the things you use on a daily basis, and somebody's putting it together. Somebody's designing it. Right, so you hate the class so much it makes you look forward to pre-calc? Oh, I'm sorry. You have to skip your class and kick your legs halfway under your desk because it means you don't have computing. I enjoyed math up until trigonometry. Trigonometry, when they had us start graphing stuff, that was when I decided I no longer liked math. pre-calc was the last class I had to take for math to like be able to graduate. Like that was the last one because I wasn't doing any like math or math related majors. And they were like, oh, but you took pre-calc. Don't you want to take regular calc? And I said, no, you can't make me. I'm done. No more. Pre-calc teacher and the teachers in the math department are kind of based. Ooh, they believe creating a curriculum where students don't have to pay extra materials. Oh, that's the best. My least favorite classes were the ones where the teachers made us buy like $300 textbooks, one of which was written by the teacher themselves. Like, I know you're not getting paid enough, but I'm not getting paid any, so don't make me pay for the rest of your salary, please. Pre-calc is a prereq for ITCS in college. Yeah, I majored in Japanese, so like, I did not. There was no like math or science requirements for my major. I basically just had to take a bunch of language classes and history classes, and I was good. I'd only had to take math and science for like the GEs, but once I was done with those, it was smooth sailing, easy classes. Some good hydrogen peroxide and mouthwash. Welcome in, Chris Crow. Welcome in, welcome in. I have a funny little story about your theater textbook. Was it actually plays? Did it at least have plays, or was it just like the theory of theater? You gonna buy something nice later, all right? Thank you. We surely will. We'll be going now. Make sure to warn others of the danger. Basic computer class, you had all these books in a package in a 256 megabyte USB drive. That was $300. Yikes. Yeah, I hate the cost of textbooks. I hate the cost of textbooks. There was a point where I think by my final year of college, I was just so fed up. There were a couple classes that like I didn't want to take, but I had to fill my schedule, and I just didn't buy the textbooks. Like, I had some English classes I was just taking for an English minor, and I'm like, they want us to buy a textbook, which is just a bunch of excerpts of a bunch of other English books. I'm just gonna go online and pirate the books that they were originally from and just read that instead. Theater in Life for Theater Appreciation class. It's about the history of theater, the people who make it happen, how it impacts, reflects the world. But that's not the funny little story. Ooh, what's the funny little story? You're near something that can be interacted with using the horn, and exclamation point will appear over the party leader's head. Okay. So can I... Okay, so I do have... Okay, I can switch with that. That makes things a lot easier. Honey drop. Want to know more about the enemies you're fighting? You can spy. I don't want to do that. Just chop these. We'll just chop these. We'll just chop all these. Do you happen to meet up with the Yamnia, Sitansta, Androvono, Severians, or the Maycops? I didn't meet up with any of them, I think. I met up with coworkers and friends. I don't think any of them were Nyanma, Sitantia, Andromvo, Sumerians, or Maycops. But we did have a lot of fun over the weekend. Did I skip a turn? Can I choose who to fight with first? Oof. It's an introductory chapter. The author sets up this dramatic hypothetical, a war protest where the voices blend together, when suddenly one voice rings out, pleading for the audience to direct their gaze to an actor. The idea of someone in a war protest being like, calm down everybody, we have a little presentation about why war is bad. It's already inherently comedic, but there's more. Ooh, more. Seeing this art style makes me wonder if there are 10 Luigis stored under this room. There might be. Yippee! Or like, I'm trying to think of a Luigi bug. Luigi-dle. What's a bug that starts with G? Louis B? Louis Grasshopper? You met up with the Waimayaktak and Ulagakan Siliganyak. Yes, those are the ones I met up with. Be gone, little bugs. It's an epic gamer reference. Like and subscribe if you get it. I'm assuming they did that in one of the Mario games. I don't know. I'm assuming a Paper Mario game, but perhaps a different Mario game. I don't know about the Luigi's Under the Room, but I do know about the Team Fortress 2 coconut. And I know there was a game where they, the way they made the trains move was they just put the trains as like a hat on top of like a person's body and had the person running around because they couldn't figure out how to get the train to like move, or at least this was like easier than getting the train to move. The author put his own writing as the inspiring speech as a hypothetical war protest? Wait. Textbook then starts describing the dramatic monologue of the actor portraying the Trojan War veteran, waxes on about comforting dying little boys and such. At the end of the monologue, it says, text by author's name. So, here's my question. Was this something the author wrote before writing this textbook? Or was this something the author wrote specifically for this textbook while writing it? Gotten the hang of the pronunciation now. One day I will be able to say it 10 times in a row without stumbling. This is it, Snakemouth Den.
It doesn't look that scary, you know?
According to rumors I have heard, is the grave of 1,000 explorers. Having ended countless journeys, many a song have been written about its dangers. Wait, what was the Team Fortress 2 thing? Apparently there's, I want to say it's either a 3D model of a coconut or like a JPEG of a coconut in the Team Fortress 2 files. And like, it's not used anywhere in the game, but if you delete it, the game doesn't work at all. So they just kind of left it in there. I feel like there's another game that has the same thing. Wait, it's not real? They made it up? Team Fortress 2 Coconut? Not real? Lied to on the internet? Verifythis.com. Let's see. So the coconut file is in there. It was added to the game in June 14th. Okay, that was a joke. So sad. Unused texture for a taunt. Oh, that explains it. I feel like there was another game that had like load-bearing tomato. Pac-Man? I think that one was just a joke. Also, it was just like not even an actual game. It was just somebody doing an example of like, if you clip through this wall, there's a model of a tomato. If you remove it, the game breaks. So we leave it in. I haven't quote searched it, but he did Google the author and he doesn't have any famous written works. He is an extra in some 2000s TV shows, though. Interesting. Why is the term load-bearing so funny? The weight of the world rests on that poor tomato's shoulders.
For real?
Its interior must be absolutely riddled with monsters and death traps. We must be extremely cautious.
Geez, way to sell it to me, Kabu. But the higher the danger, the better the treasure.
It's true that the artifact is likely to be inside, but are simple riches worth such a risk to you?
Stop trying to scare me off. Let's get in there.
I must make sure she stays safe. We must protect the bee. I think we should have tomatoes take care of more things in the world. They're not pulling their weight enough. Sure, they make a mean spaghetti sauce, but what else do they do for us? We'll save the game. That athlete's foot between the toes are so itchy. Can tomatoes fix that? Is that a problem that tomatoes can cure? I've heard that if you've got foot issues, a nice soak in some like apple cider vinegar is good. Or there's also just products you can buy. Squints at Discord friend for setting a Team Fortress 2 video at this exact moment. They know. They know. There is much more light in here. This room must be quite near the cracked ceiling. What a surprisingly cozy entrance.
Uh-huh. Hey, Kabu? Do you really have to comment on every small thing?
Tomatoes can kill you. There's a horror movie. Oh yeah, what was it? Killer Tomatoes from Beyond the Stars or something like that? I never saw that. Is it good? I need to watch more movies, I think. Can we just watch it now? Is that copyright free? Also, welcome in, Jigfly. Killer Tomatoes. Oh, there's Killer Tomatoes Strike Back? Attack of the Killer Tomatoes, Return of the Killer Tomatoes, Killer Tomatoes, Killer Tomatoes. There's 4 of them. Am I thinking of Attack of the Killer Clowns from Beyond the Stars? Who's from Beyond the Stars? Killer Clowns from Outer Space. So who's Beyond the Stars? There's less than 6 degrees of separation between you and this Discord friend. There's... Perhaps the eyfey community hive mind is spread. There's less than 6 degrees of separation between everyone, I think? Is that the law of it? Have y'all heard about Ryu numbers? Like, Ryu from Street Fighter? It's like every character can be connected to Ryu through shared media, and the number of connections is their Ryu number. So like Sonic the Hedgehog's Ryu number is 1 because they're both in Super Smash Bros. Series. And like Strong Bad from Homestar Runner. Let me see what his Ryu number. I think it's 6. No, Strong Bad has a Ryu number of 3 because Strong Bad was in Poker Night at the Inventory with Heavy from Team Fortress 2, who was in Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed with Sonic, who was in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate with Ryu. You have a cow fun fact? I would also like a cow fun fact. What is a fun fact about cows? They have the stomach that's got parts. They're so sweet and have long lashes.
Wow.
Wow. Do love a good Homestar Runner reference. That's a stretch. It's the Ryu number. The Ryu number is how connected you are to Ryu. Don't give me bad pictures if I search this up, please. Zagreus is in Hades with Hades, who's in Minecraft Bedrock Edition, with Steve, who's in Smash Brothers. Look at that. Ryu numbers. Adam Levine and Judy Nails are in Band Hero, and Judy Nails is in Tony Hawk's Proving Ground with Tony Hawk, who's in Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 with Wolverine, who's in X-Men vs. Street Fighter with Ryu. Adam Levine has his Ryu number of 4. And cow poop is called cow pie. That's a pretty good cow fact. Don't eat those, I think. Farmers will place magnets in cows' stomachs to prevent any small bits of metal they ingest from getting lodged further in their digestive tract. That's... smart? Does it not... I guess if the magnets are small enough, they'll just... they don't mind. Other animals will, like, eat rocks to help them digest. Birds do that, I think, right? You got Fried Green Tomatoes and Attack of the Killer Tomatoes completely mixed up. Those are 2 very different tomato movies, I think. One of them is a horror movie, and one of them is a lesbian love story, I think? I have not seen either of those 2 movies. Cows keep eating metal. What should we do? I don't know. Feed them a magnet. It works. What's my Ryu number? One maybe? Because I could make a me of me in Super Smash Brothers, and then I'm in the same game with Ryu? I think. Are there any Street Fighter games that let you like take a picture of yourself? There was on the DSi, there was like a little fighting game that the whole gimmick was like you take pictures of yourself and you map it to the like fighter character, and then you were in the fighting game. Fried Green Tomatoes is a lesbian love story. You got very distracted by the cannibalism. Is there cannibalism in that movie? Am I thinking of a different tomato movie? Cow poop is called cow pie. The mushrooms that grow out of cow pies are magic. Are good magic or bad magic? Is this like evil warlock curses, or is this like a fairy's blessing? Could put a JPEG of Ryu on stream or play a game with Ryu. That'll give you a Ryu number of 1. Yeah. I think if I programmed a game, I don't know how to program, but if I like figured out how way to make a game with Ryu in it and me in it, that would give you a Ryu number of 1. I think it has to specifically be a game. I don't think it's videos. So I don't think you could have like a movie. Unless whatever that Adam Levine thing was. Band Hero is a game, I think, right? I don't think movies count. I think it has to specifically be video games. Got some neem oil and neem cream and applied it. Is it neem? Neem sounds fun to say. Is it made of plants and minerals? Trip your balls off magic. Do those grow on cow pies? I knew there were magic mushrooms, but I assumed that they, I don't know, grew in a forest on a stump or something. We are talking about the same fried green tomato movie. I didn't know there was cannibalism in that movie. I really need to watch that movie. It's gotta be wilder than I was imagining. I mean, I haven't seen it. We noticed very different things. Does somebody eat somebody in that movie? I thought it was just about, like, a lady struggling with her life and then she meets another lady and then they become close. Indian plant, Indian woman put it in their hair. Ah. Heavily implied cannibalism. Concerning. And I'm guessing this is not tomato people eating tomatoes. Can I kind of spoil? Go for it. There's a million movies that I haven't seen that have been out for like 70 years. I think it's fair to be spoiled at this point.
Hey, Kabu, do you really have to comment on every small thing?
Exclamation points. I'm sorry.
Hey, don't look so sad. How about this? I want to know more about where we are, or about something or someone near us. I'll just tap enter. Sounds good?
It's heavily implied that you were punching me. Magic mushrooms like cow fields. Useful ones called Liberty Bells. They look like bells. Interesting. So if I see a mushroom that's shaped like a bell, eat it immediately. And nothing bad will happen, only good times. Very well. I will make sure to have information at hand for when you do.
Cool. Now let's keep going.
Okay, so I can inspect things, I guess. Ow. You hurt me? You hurt me right off the bat? Hurt the bee? Mean to bee? Mean to bee. I wonder if I'm gonna need to grind in this game. Snakemouth Den is quite dangerous, but this room is quite cozy.
Let's go before you jinx it.
Oh, can I get that? Someone gets murdered, they need to dispose of the body. The restaurant one of the characters runs is a famous brisket, and the dead gets served to the officer investigating his disappearance. Oh my god, that's dark. That's wild. There's better ways to dispose of a body. Just go to a farm and dump it in a pig pen. Like, hello? To the officer? I think I might need a special skill for that. To get up there. Like perhaps some sort of glide. I really gotta watch Fried Green Tomatoes now. the old switcheroo. You just switch a brisket for a I was trying to think of a name that sounds like brisket for a Christian. Don't eat mushrooms without research. I'm gonna go outside and eat every mushroom I find. Immediately. Not even gonna double check them. Not even gonna like, identify. I'm just gonna swallow them whole, not even gonna wash them. Pick all you want, but don't eat till you're 100%. I'm gonna eat every single mushroom I've ever seen in my entire life. You say it as though there's a farm 5 minutes away. There's not a farm 5 minutes away, but I bet if I drove for like an hour, I could find a farm. Your love for natto soybeans has no bounds. I'm actually pretty neutral on natto. I've heard a lot of people say it's stinky and slimy and they don't like it. And a lot of people say like, oh, it's such an exquisite, like really good flavor. But my nose doesn't do so good. Like, so it's not stinky to me. It doesn't really smell to me. But also like, the flavor's just kind of like, oh, it's fine. It's not worth going out of my way for, but if somebody serves it to me, I will not turn up my nose at it. Used to be able to see cows from your bedroom window. A nice morning sunrise with also a morning cow rise. Natto seems to be polarizing like durian. Yeah, something about strong-smelling foods. People either love them or hate them. I don't know if I've ever actually had durian. I've heard it's... I want to say I heard it tastes like pudding. Or at least people make pudding out of it. But I don't think I've ever had it. Great for clearing out the cardiovascular system. And supposedly there were wild hogs. Oh, with the cows? Yeah. I just remember a meme going around where somebody was talking about 30 to 40 wild hogs that swarmed their yard within minutes, and that's why they needed guns. Happy late birthday. Thanks, Strawberry Banana. Missed the birthday stream. We did a lot of dog science. We did so much dog science. We created the ultimate dogs in a cube, and they broke the game. The VOD's still up if anybody wants to check it out. But thanks for stopping by and thanks for saying happy birthday. Helps prevent strokes. Natto? I guess if it's helping your cardiovascular system, it's helping your blood stay clear, I guess. Love durian. You love things that taste like a lot. I have a few foods that I prefer not to eat. And there are weird ones too. They're like not even ones that a lot of people dislike. Like, I'm not a fan of raw tomatoes. They're a little too sour for me, I guess. Like if they're cut up in a salad, I guess that's fine, but I prefer not to have it on my burgers, or just like some people will be like, here, just eat this tomato, eat this cherry tomato. I'm like, I don't need it. Same with blueberries. People are always talking about blueberries. I don't think I've ever had a good blueberry, or I just don't care for blueberries. I don't mind blueberry flavored things. But like everything else is just kind of like, yeah, it's okay. Hate the durian texture. The taste is okay. Oh, is it like slimy? A fresh one smells like a corpse. Yeah, I heard they smell so bad, and also that they hurt people very badly if they fall on your head. Grandfather convinced you there's a durian jackfruit were elephant feet as a child? Oh no! I'm sorry that your grandfather gave you fruit foot trauma? Durian is one of those foods where it tastes different to different people, like cilantro. Oh, that would explain it too. My mom's got that cilantro tastes like soap gene. I don't have it. Cilantro tastes like nothing to me. You put cilantro in the food or you take cilantro out, I can't tell the difference. Mushrooms are from out of space. The trip is your human brain not being able to comprehend their space knowledge. That tracks. I would believe that. Raw tomatoes too wet. Yeah, a little too wet, a little too slimy, a little too sour. I like them when they're cooked. I like a sun-dried tomato. I like a tomato sauce. But just like a straight up raw tomato is, I'll pass. You try so hard to like tomatoes. People are always trying to offer you tomatoes like, it's so good though, just take a bite. And I'm like, I don't want to. Eat so many blueberries. I don't know what it is about blueberries. They just don't taste very good. They don't taste like terrible. I'll eat, like if they're on my plate, I'll eat them. But like other people will like them better. Same with avocado. People really, really like avocado. And avocado is really just like, I'll take it or leave it. Like it adds nothing to me. It's just like a little bit of extra, like, smooth texture. I don't need it. Want to acquire all tastes. It's the side quest of life. Durian is also super slimy and stringy. Oh, yeah, stringiness will get people too. Kind of like mango. I like mango, though. Mango's a good. I love the flavors and the tastes of it. Blueberries are your aphrodisiac. Tomato offers tomato. Tomato. Tomate? No. Like wild blueberries, more smaller and you like the texture? Oh. You make sweet for the most part, they're bitter? Blueberries? Blueberries are... That would explain... Yeah, blueberries just kind of taste like... I don't know. They're like a little sour. They're like either softer than I imagine or just like not. I don't know. They just don't taste like anything particularly good. They don't really taste... They're not like bad. I wouldn't like spit it out if I was already eating it, but it's nothing that makes me want to eat it. Do not understand how, but grating raw tomato, adding a bit of salt, and adding good oil and spooning it on bread tastes good. Yeah, tomato jam I've heard is good. I know people like to like get raw tomato slices and just eat them with salt on them. That's supposed to be good. Olive oil. Good oil. Good olive oil. Just took 2 gallbladder and liver capsules. Are they capsules full of gallbladder and liver? Or capsules that are good for your gallbladder and liver? The bridge cross seems to be out. Are we going to cross?
Well, that's it. Game over. Let's go back.
Wait, V. Hold on. It's too soon to give up. There must be a way.
Duh, I was kidding. You know? Look over there. It's one of those ancient switches. We just need to hit it.
Oh, you can throw your boomerang. You could just fly over to it, right?
That's too much effort. I got a better plan.
How on earth would you fit a gallbladder and liver in a pill? I mean, I imagine it's like powdered gallbladder and liver. Like, it's not the whole thing in there. You just, like, mix it up, maybe? Caprese salad is sometimes... Is tomato... I've always heard caprese salad, like, some sort of fancy thing. I don't actually know what's in it. Tomatoes? Is there, like, what, cheese in there? Oil? Leaves? Food group you'll never like are dressings and ranch. I never cared much for dressings. I could maybe have like a light vinaigrette on my salads, but I came to appreciate them as I got older. Ranch I started to appreciate more as like a dipping sauce. Like if you've got like raw carrots or broccoli and you dip that in ranch, that's pretty good. Ranch seasoning is good. Like I like Cool Ranch Doritos. Or you can make like some nice barbecue chicken sandwich filling with the ranch powder. But if you don't like mayonnaise, then ranch sauce is probably not great. Honey mustard is usually my go-to for salad dressing. A honey mustard over some like baby spinach. Throw some croutons on there maybe. If you've got like chicken or like chicken tenders, you can like chop those up in there and that's pretty good. Wildcrafted a Barbary root bark. Wildcrafted. What does wildcrafted mean? That can't be a thing. Wildcraft. Do you mean wild? Do you mean you picked it from nature? Do you mean it's not artificial? What is wildcrafted? Organic cat. Why are you having catnip? You're not a cat. Wait, are you? Are you a cat? Essence of gallbladder. Do not like the mystery sauce on my leaves. I feel like there's like some dressing, like if you just you can have like an olive oil on your salad. I don't know if that would be good, but you could do it. Basil leaf, tomato, mozzarella, maybe balsamic vinegar. Oh, yum. Yeah, like a vinegar dressing is pretty nice. That's just like a nice, just a very light dressing. You're wrong about vinegar. Just a nice light vinegar. It's just like a little bit of tang for your salad. Honey mustard is one of the best condiments. Honestly, a honey mustard salad is so good. A honey mustard for chicken is so good. A honey mustard on a sandwich, so good. You want to know a trick that I didn't realize is you can salt and pepper your sandwiches. If your sandwich is feeling bland and you don't want to put like sauce on it, like you're like, oh, I don't have anything, like I don't have any mustard, I don't want mayo, put some salt and pepper on that bad boy. You can just do that. You don't have to cook with salt and pepper. You can just put it on a Sammy. You can just do ham and cheese and salt and pepper and it's fine. You're a relative of stray. Catnip is actually a type of mint? Wild. Can cats... I guess cats should be able to have mint then, right? Do you remember the bum joke from the Warriors game? The Warriors like warrior cats? Do they have a game? Let it be known that you do drawer your dressingless salads. I will say salads don't need a dressing. As long, like, if you're just eating, if you've got an iceberg salad, you don't need dressing. That's got enough moisture in it as it is. If you've got like a romaine or like a spinach, you're gonna want something in there to flavor it, but it doesn't have to be dressing. You can get like, you could salt your salad. If you've got croutons in there, if you've got hard-boiled egg in there, that's fine. You don't need this. You don't need the dressing. It's fine. Why have you never thought of that? Yeah, paprika's so good. Paprika's good on a sandwich. Put a paprika in your grilled cheese. Trust me on this. Trust me on this. You didn't like ketchup your entire life, then one day you did. Sometimes tastes are just funky like that. The ketchup I was fine with. Mayonnaise I used to love as a child, and then at some point I was like, I no longer care for mayonnaise. I'll like have it if it's already on a sandwich, but I won't put it on my own sandwiches. Keeping a paprika shaker in your backpack for hummus. Ooh. Warriors of Nyan. Yeah. What do you call an epileptic in a bowl with some croutons? A seizure salad. I don't know if it's a good pun on words. Life hacks revealed. Here's another life hack. You know that stovetop ramen that you can get, like the kind that you put in a pot? You like boil the water on the stove and then you put it in, and then you put in the flavor packet. So do that. You put in the flavor packet, you add some soy sauce, you put in your noodles, add in some like leftover bits of chicken or something, or like frozen chicken if you've got it, but like frozen cooked chicken, not like just frozen raw chicken. You can dump an egg in there, and that's really good. But also, a slice of American cheese and some paprika is so good. And then if you want to add a little bit of garlic or garlic powder, that adds to it too. But like, when I first heard people say like, oh yeah, put a slice of cheese in your ramen, I was like, wait, no, you can't do that. Cheese does not go in soup unless it's like a cheesy soup. You want me to put a cheese in a ramen? But like, American cheese melts so good in a ramen. It just makes it kind of like more fatty, like more oily, but like in a very, very good flavor way. You came here for Goofy, why are you learning? Oh, eyfey streams are all about learning. You are always going to be learning a thing at an eyfey stream, whether you want to or not. Interesting thing is your taste buds either improve or want to eat what is good for you later on, or the complete opposite. Like, yeah, like I don't know what it is about kids and they hate the vegetables. I guess they taste more bitter. Be putting raw chicken in your ramen. No, actually, you can boil chicken, I think. You might, like, if you put it in when the water's boiling, you might be able to, you might be able to cook it. It might be okay. I don't know. Maybe if they're small enough pieces. I don't know about how long you need to boil a chicken for it to be taste good or edible and not hurt your tummy so bad. The E's in eyfey stands for education. Education, you fool. Engage yourself in learning. That's what eyfey stands for. You will learn all about the Waimayaktak and Ulakan Selaganyak. You will learn all about the peoples of old and the bone flute song and its sequel, the ice flute song. Corn on the cob with, what is cotija? I've had mayo and chili powder. I do love a Mexican street corn. I do love to be, eating food from the street. That's the best kind of food, honestly. EYFEY 99-100. Mexican cheese. Oh, okay. Education. 2 educations. You will be educated twice.
My mighty beamering. I just need to get in front of it with Z and press X to throw it.
I will trust you with this then. Give it your best shot. I miss street food. I haven't had a nice... I haven't had like a nice street dog or street taco or street corn in a hot minute, because usually I end up getting those at anime conventions because there's so many street vendors. Oh, is that good? The bridge? Well done, V. I wasn't expecting you to do that. You won't join a religion that restricts your diet. You want to get into heaven that way. Honestly, yeah, like, I respect people who have, like, dietary restrictions for, like, religious or moral reasons. Like, if you can't eat pork because of your religion, okay, fine. No pork when you're eating with me. Or if, like, you're a vegetarian, as long as you're not going out there like yelling at everybody else, being like, "Why aren't you vegetarian?" Then that's fine. Nobody's gonna make you eat meat. That's fine. That's fine. To each their own. You can eat whatever you want. It is up to you what you put in your body. Unless you're at the point where like all you're eating is chicken tenders and chicken nuggets and you are going to the hospital because you're not eating any vegetables and getting any nutrients, then you might need to take a think about it. But as long as you've got yourself a balanced diet, if it's something that, it doesn't matter the reason, if it's religious, if it's you just don't like the taste, if it's the texture, you know what, you can be a picky eater. Cotija is an aged Mexican cheese made from cow's milk and named after the town of Cotija, Michoacan? Ah. Don't know if you've ever had street corn, you know you would like it though. It's good flavors. There's corn, that by itself is already good, and then it's got toppings on it which make it even better. It's got spice, it got mayo, it got cheese, it got flavor, it got crunch, it got yum in your tummy. Want to eat it right now, but I don't have it. I have corn in the freezer. I could make a shitty bootleg version. I have like the grocery store style Mexican cheese where it's just that 3 cheese blend, and I have paprika and I have mayonnaise, and I could just make the world's saddest street corn at home. The human race is fascinated with the idea they think they know what grants them access into the hereafter. Whatever happens after we die is a mystery, and whatever happens will happen. That's my stance on it. Or, option number 2, I will simply never die, and don't even have to worry about it. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. But so many vegetarians that do that, they're like, shut up, I'm having bacon cheeseburger and you aren't gonna change my mind. Yeah, it's like, listen, you don't have to, I will go with you to a I will go out of my way to find a restaurant for you that has vegan or vegetarian options, but you cannot make me like you I will not, you can't, I want to eat the bacon. It's so good is the thing. Ancient times having to sacrifice babies and start wars to please God. People do get real weird about religion sometimes. I understand people find comfort in religion, people find community in religion, and that's great, that's wonderful. It's when people start, like, using their religion to judge others, where it's like, okay, maybe hold on a second there. You already brushed your teeth and anything? Why are you so hungry? Oh, I'm sorry. Listen. Here's another life hack. If you're really, really, like, okay, so here's the angel on your shoulder, good advice. Don't give in to temptation. Don't eat that extra snack. Oh, hey, you found the secret word. Congratulations, Chris Crow 91. The secret word was fish. So angel on your shoulder, don't give in to temptation. Don't eat the midnight snack. It's just your body telling you that you're tired. Go to bed, and then when you wake up in the morning, you can eat your breakfast. You don't need the extra food or calories or whatever. It's just snacking from tired or boredom or whatever. But alternatively, option number 2, if you want to indulge devil on your shoulder time, you can brush your teeth twice in one night. You can go eat and then brush your teeth again afterwards. Are you getting these? You were saying all the right words. You were saying berries and fish, and these are the words. Whole pork thing comes from living in a desert. It wasn't killing people. People were like, God doesn't like pork, don't eat it. I think some of the pork thing was also like a health issue, right? Like back when meat wasn't processed very well. You were more likely to get like parasites and diseases from pork. So that's why some religions say don't eat pork. Yeah, it was killing people. They were like, yeah, the pork will get you, so don't eat it. But nowadays, eat the bacon. It's so good and it's fine and it's great for you. The secret word, yeah, the secret word will start next stream. I don't have anything that automatically cues. I just pick a random word and then set it at the beginning of the stream. You're about to use the scientific name. If you use the scientific name, you wouldn't have got the secret word. If religion makes you a better person, that's great. If religion makes you think you're a better person, not so great. If you use religion to feel better about yourself, that's fine. If you use religion to make other people feel worse about themselves, then no bueno. I'm gonna be right. Q, you feel like it should be pronounced Kwewe. Honestly, yeah. Q, U, 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 U. It's too many letters in a row. It's kind of like vacuum. How vacuum has like 2 U's in a row. Ridiculous. Continuum? No, unacceptable. Get one of those U's out of there. It shouldn't be there. It's an atheist mindset also being their own god. That's there's people with a god complex, and that's something else entirely. Your teeth are kind of delicate, so you don't do the whole just eat and brush again thing since you don't want to get the habit of it. Plus, wearing a retainer makes midnight snacking inconvenient. That's fair, that's fair, that's fair. It is also better for you. There is, like, a lot of times when you think you're hungry, you don't actually need to eat. You need something else, and your body just processes it as hunger. Like, if you've already eaten a meal recently, and you're like, oh, I'm feeling hungry, chances are, A, you're actually thirsty, you need to get a drink of water. B, you're bored and you just want something to do with your mouth. C, you just want the flavors. Which is different than being actually hungry and needing to fill your belly. That's when you, like, chew some gum or something. You've been approached on campus as religious groups once a week? Oh, geez. I'm sorry. So they thought you must scream lonely Christian girl looking for a community. I guess some people probably find that good. As a grade A introvert, I hate when people come up to me and talk to me on the street and try to trap me in a conversation when I'm trying to go somewhere. I'm like, please, no, I'm late for class. I can't be rude and just tell you I'm not interested. I have to listen to you at least and then tell you when you're done I'm not interested because I don't want to interrupt you, but also I have to go to class, please. A definition of a church you heard from a past atheist at a hospital for sinners and not a place of saints. There's types of people of both a religious variety and atheist variety and agnostic variety who think that their beliefs are the better one and everybody who believes differently is stupid and they should get these idiots don't know about God, they're gonna go to hell, stupid heathens, and oh, those sheeple going to the big building and spending their Sunday mornings wasting away praying to a God that's not there. Fools, I'm smarter than them, I'm science and logic. Like, doesn't matter. None of it matters. If you're having a good time, then keep on jangling, and if you're not having a good time, stop jangling. Water sipping keeps the hydrate happy. Oh yeah, let me do some sippies. Hydrate's so important. Not religious. Like the wonderful Mormons. Mormons might be a cult. And just outright pretend you don't hear them. I guess that's a valid strategy also. You try to go around them. Yeah, it's like if you see them coming, if you can see them when you're on your way, you can just be like, let me strategically hide behind somebody else so they talk to them instead. People come up and talk.
Says, did you know Jesus loves you?
Did I know Jesus loves me? I'm sorry, Jesus. I don't think I can reciprocate. Good luck, though. There's other fish in the sea. When people come up and talk to you simultaneously like this is the worst case scenario, and also starry-eyed that someone wants to talk to you. Yeah. And then this friendly stranger's like, okay, but how would you like to come to our Bible group and then learn about the Jesus? And you say, no, I want to learn about cow facts and bug facts. I don't want to learn about the big man in the sky or his son. Jesus is his son, right? Yeah. He's like God too. Sequel to God. Gotten so good at powers, just walking past strangers trying to talk. I wish I had your powers. I wish I had that skill. Give me money and you can buy your way out of hell. That's another problem, is when you've got the churches that are basically just like, but we're actually taking your money now, thank you. Losing weight is simple. People think you have to do dumb stuff like cut out entire food groups and never eat your favorite food again. Oh yeah, no, here's the secret to losing weight is just eat less of it. Just eat less of it. Or stop caring about it. Exercise more, not for the idea, like if you want to be healthier, don't worry about losing weight, worry about exercising more and getting the right vitamins and minerals. If you do want to lose weight, if you want it for your looks, then literally just like eat a little bit less. Like start eating like 2/3 of what you were eating before, or like 3/4 of what you were eating before, and then just like instead of eating one big slice of cake, eat one small slice of cake. It helps so much. One of the groups gives out free Nutrigrain bars. It just makes you feel like you're the most important person in the universe. It's really precious. And that's important for some people. Is they want to feel loved, they want to feel important, and I think that's part of the human condition is you want to have some attention. Even if it's from the big man in the sky who's gonna reassure you that you're okay. Yippee! Yeah, maybe move. The important thing for health is move around so that your bones don't atrophy, and eat some vegetables sometimes. Reminds you of the skill of being a gray man, which is strategically blending in and make you unnoticeable as possible. Like a gray man, like little gray men, like aliens, or is that like a cryptid? Or is that just like a weird term because gray is like a neutral color and that's why you call them graymen? Exercise more, ew, boring. Become able to follow birds for longer? Very cool. Excellent, yes. You can go outside. I need to start like running in place or something. I've been doing too much sitting down for 8 hours a day while I work. And I'm like, oh no, I'm getting winded walking up and down stairs. My cardiovascular system is slowly dying. I need to start doing activity again. It's an actual term for just blending in and hiding in plain sight. I wish I had that ability. I mean, I might have that ability. I have whatever the opposite of that ability is, but not in the sense that, like, I have the ability from the perceiver side. I have the ability to not notice anything that's going on around me. I'm like hyper conscious of myself and like, oh no, I might be in somebody's way. But somebody could be doing like backflips right behind me, and like as long as I'm not in the way of their backflips, I would not even notice. A lot of life hacks. You can eat more and lose weight. Oh yeah. It also depends on like if you really enjoy eating, if you like to eat a lot. If you do is it the keto diet? Like yeah, like no carb diet or the keto diet where it's like mostly meat, you can eat a lot more. But the problem with those diets is they're not usually sustainable in the long term. Like you'll lose your weight and then you'll go back to eating your breads and then the weight comes right back. And like my brother does that. He does keto where he'll like diet for half the year and then like as soon as like Thanksgiving and Christmas comes around, he goes back to eating like the good food and then he gains the weight back and then he goes right back on his diet. And it's like, well, if you want to still be able to eat all the things that you like long term, just eat a little bit less of it. Yeah, moved to being hyper conscious of myself. I swear to God, if I am in somebody's way in the grocery store, it is the end of the world. If I see two people that are in an aisle, I will go to the next aisle and I will loop back around. I will be as uninconvenient as possible. Willpower. Yeah, willpower is also a factor. I have the bonus of food doesn't do much for me in the first place. Like, I eat food because I need it, but like, and I bake a lot of cakes because baking is fun and the taste of the cake is a good bonus, but like, I don't know, a lot of people seem to like food a lot more. Like people love food. I don't get it. It's fine. It's flavors. It's okay. It's cool every once in a while, but like people are always like spending bunches of dollars in order to like eat a fancy meal, and it's like, well, you can just cook that at home for less and it tastes basically just as good. Keto is bad, losing weight is about correct. Yeah, you gotta do that in a way we can live with forever. I'm like, that's, I think, part of the problem with the ones that are like oh, you can still eat a lot and then... I guess like low carb. Food is your little treat for a tough day every day. I will say, sometimes a nice little treat, like a nice little ice cream feels so good. Here's another trick for not overeating, is have plenty of food on hand so that whatever you have a craving for, you can eat that food. Because if you're craving ice cream and all you have is cookies, you'll be like, well, I'll settle for cookies, and then you'll eat a bunch of cookies, and it won't, like, you'll still want to be eating ice cream, and you'll eat more cookies than you would have ice cream, and you still won't be completely happy. Like, just have ice cream. And then when you want to eat ice cream, you can just eat a little bit of ice cream, and then everything's great. Meal prep. Big flavors, you like your big flavors convenient. Like graham crackers. Graham crackers are okay. They're pretty good. I bought a,
Let's continue. I'm glad to have a reliable partner.
I bought a, like, assorted cracker set, and it had graham crackers in it, and that was extremely confusing to me, because graham crackers was always the thing that you bought in the little graham cracker boxes, and then you made s'mores with them. But this was like, these are crackers you're supposed to eat cheese with, and there's graham cracker in there? You can eat graham cracker with cheese? Is allowed? Man, boobs are a sign of a fatty liver. I don't know if that's true, but it's a sign of fat on your body. You used to bike to the grocery store, you just pick up something from the produce section, like a knob of ginger to chew on. Isn't ginger, like, spicy? Is it good to eat raw ginger? I'm weak to spices. I think the trick to eating spicy food is you just have to eat it and then you grow a tolerance, but I never did that, so I have very low tolerance to spicy food. This make death den is dangerous, but this room is quite cozy.
Let's go before you jinx it.
Carbs have nothing to do with anything, it's calories. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's just, food, I don't think it's causation, it might just be correlation, but food with a lot of carbs in it tend to have a lot more calories, like breads and sugars have more calories in them, and proteins will keep you feeling full for longer. So that's why people say to do the low-carb diet, because you can eat more and it'll be less calories. But, like, you had to drink water eating raw ginger. It's spicy, but not hot spicy. I just know that whenever I eat ginger candies, I'm like, this is more spicy than I want a candy to be. It's kind of like cinnamon. When you eat, like, cinnamon candies and it's, like, weird spicy. Raw ginger is spice. Ginger candies are tasty. Ginger candies are tasty, but they're still spicy. Sensitive stomach, when you turn up ginger candy helps it act down. I've heard that ginger is really good for settling stomachs. I like to have a ginger ale if my tummy's feeling a little rumbly. Sugar water stored when it's shown. Oh. Okay, so I can do this to switch even in the battle. That's interesting. Wait. There we go. Interesting. Yeah, 2 slices of bread is 200 calories. No one has ever gotten fat with bread. It's all the crap they put on the bread. Yeah, well, here's the thing, is like 2 slices of bread is 200 calories, but like, if you have 200 calories worth of deli meat that you put on the bread, it's like way more deli meat, and it keeps you full for longer. But here's the other thing, is bread tastes so good. Like, if you're looking at, like, mass and weight versus calories, carbs tend to be full of a lot of air and a lot of sugars, and so they end up being, like, more calories for less, and I'm not saying this because I've never been on a low-calorie diet, but I did spend a year just counting calories, and, like, I had a little app that I put my food in, and I did notice, like, yeah, when I'm putting in foods here, like, when you've got, like, the breaded chicken versus just regular chicken, like, the bread part adds a bunch. Like, salt is 0 calories, so you can just eat as much salt as you want, and it'll be so good for you. One slice of deli meat or cheese is 100 calories? That's not right. It's like 40 calories per ounce or something, and that was like 3 or 4 slices. Cheese, maybe. Yeah, cheese is usually like one slice is like 80 calories, I think. But yeah. Are you a love of rosemary and horsetail? I don't know about horsetail. Rosemary's pretty nice. My parents have big old bushes of rosemary in the front yard, so you can just go out in there and sniff some. Random thought, you want to throw a calf single at someone? That seems like an extremely satisfying action to do. Just the slap of a cheese. Like big flavor, you don't handle hot spicy very well. I don't handle hot spicy very well. Good for the hair. Rosemary or horsetail? Ezekiel bread is the best. What's Ezekiel bread made of? Spicy. I can appreciate a little bit of spice. Like I like adding a little bit of paprika to stuff. But people are always trying to get me into eating like big spicy Mexican food or big spicy Korean food, and I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm weak, I cannot handle it. If I am getting curry, I need that mild. Time to go eat a Himalayan salt lamp. It's 0 calories. Your extended family members always tease you when you eat the twigs of rosemary used as garnish. But I mean, I don't know how I'd feel about eating just like a straight up sprig of rosemary, but it's like really good for like flavoring things. I guess you are just eating the leaves when you cook a soup with rosemary in it, you're eating those leaves still. You put it on a chicken, you still eat those leaves. Paprika isn't spicy? It is if you get enough of it. Aren't there like multiple kinds of paprika? Like there's sweet paprika and then there's a different one. I'm also like very weak, so things that are not spicy to other people are spicy to me. I cannot overstate how bad I am at spicy foods. Used to get a sandwich and a bag of chips and an Arizona iced tea, maybe a little Debbie back when you were obese. Now you just get the sandwich and a Diet Pop. Yeah, it's just like take like 1 or 2 things out, like. And that's not even saying like, oh, you can never eat a Little Debbie. But like, there were definitely times where I'd be like, when I was in high school, I would be like, oh, let me go through and eat like 3 Little Debbies in a row. And it's like, well, maybe 1 Little Debbie is just as good. And also, sometimes if you eat too many Little Debbies, it does hurt your tummy, because if you eat too much food, tummy ache, bad times. Rosemary is good for the heart. It smells like Vicks Vapor Rub. Is Vicks Vapor Rub made of rosemary? When you were growing up, people expected you to handle spicy food. Surprising number like Puerto Rican and Mexican food are similar than they are. Patchouli and eucalyptus. Patchouli is a character in Toho who is in the library and has a cool theme. That's all I know about patchouli. Snakemouth Den is quite dangerous, but this room's quite Is that just all what they say? Hold on.
Let's go before you jinx it.
I'm supposed to be pressing C instead of enter on these.
Leave this place, for beyond this point lies great danger. We've already lost one of ours to this wretched place.
Curses, this coziness was an illusion. Our path won't be easy, that much is for sure. Mostly is that why it's called Vicks Vapor Rub? Is because it's made of the plant called Vicks? I always assumed it was because it was made by a man named Vic. Like Victor. It was like Victor's Vapor Rub, so it's Vicks Vapor Rub. Family as a whole never ate much spicy food because your dad has asphyxian allergy. That would do it. A guy you watch on YouTube called Dr. Paul Heider lives in Puerto Rico. Is he an actual doctor? Or is he one of those guys on YouTube that just calls himself a doctor and then sells snake oils? Spicy food is good, but it makes you hiccup for ages. I can handle the babiest amounts of spices, but at a point, it like physically hurts my mouth. Like, I'm not a fan of the runny nose, the eyes. Wasabi is one of those things where it's like, I can handle wasabi because it's spicy, but then it goes away right away. But when you get the like pepper, like the oil-based spices, those hang around, and it's like I need to go drink a gallon of milk right now, or else I'm gonna be suffering for the rest of the day. He's an herbalist. I would fact check that man. I don't trust anybody on YouTube, I think. People are always trying to tell you facts on YouTube, and I don't believe any of them. Also, all the words that I'm saying today, fact check those too. I don't know what I'm talking about. Or, I mean, I think I know what I'm talking about, but I might not. I just learned that a coconut wasn't real. I thought the coconut was real, but it's not. ABC, always be checking your facts. Done a book called Live a Cancer-Free Life. I mean, anybody can write a book. I could write a book. I'm thinking about writing a book for NaNoWriMo. I've never written a book before, but I always wanted to give it a shot. Doesn't have to be good, it just has to exist. Have a really high spice tolerance, it's great. You get to eat all the good food. You get to appreciate all the cuisines. Can't handle a bit of wasabi, don't expect me to eat it as is, yeah. Don't think you've ever eaten wasabi. A cocoa what? You're making things up. Coconuts, they're just not real. They're fake. The coconuts, nobody's ever eaten a coconut before. I made a cake. I made a cake over the weekend. It was a chocolate coconut roll cake, and it was so good. But you know what? If that coconut wasn't in the cake wouldn't have ceased to exist. It would have been fine without it. Coconuts are not load-bearing. Think about Little Debbie's not bringing home the box. You can't eat just 3 Chips Ahoy cookies. It's more fun to bring sweets to work and share. Yeah. Bring them to share. I have so many snacks. My strategy right now is just have 1 million snacks on me and then just only eat a little bit at a time. Like, 3 Chips Ahoy cookies is the perfect amount of Chips Ahoy cookies to eat with a cup of tea. If you have some tea and you eat your Chips Ahoys, then by the time the tea is done, the cookies will also be done and you've had your little treat time, and it's wonderful and a sweet experience. You have to do a book all about the Waimayak Tak and the Ulakan Selganyak. I'll learn about them one day. I'll know all about who they are. I think one of them is from the Russia area, maybe. If you have wasabi, don't have it in high amounts. Yeah, wasabi is not meant to be just eaten straight. Like, there's like the eat a spoonful of wasabi dare that people like to do at sushi restaurants, where they give you that like dollop with wasabi and they're like, I give you $10 to eat that in one go. And that's maybe worth doing once in your life, but like, yeah, if you need to clear your sinuses, have some wasabi. That'll clear it up. Yeah, it's not the same kind of heat as spicy pepper. It's like different. It's not a spice. It's like a mustard, but it is spicy. Like the experience you get from eating it is similar to the experience you get from spicy foods like spicy peppers. Yeah, and like ginger is also like it's a spicy experience, but it's a different spice than wasabi and pepper. Gotta sleep. Thanks for stopping by, Lucky Penguin. Thanks for chatting and sharing. I hope you have a good sleep and a good dreams and a good snack in the morning. I guess you call that breakfast. A good breakfast in the morning. Oreos are so good with coffee. They are. Oh my god, they so are. I love having sweet treats with a hot drink. It's so good. It's so good to do. Yeah, like hot mustard. Hits your nasal passages harder than your tongue. Yeah, that's why I can handle it. My nose is already clear. It'll be fine. My nose burns for a second. It's gone. I'm fine. The spicy peppers, that lights my mouth on fire and then it just stays there. Exactly, woodpecker. Thank you for the woody woodpecker. Good night, good night, good night. The memory of your uncle being told a dollop of wasabi was green tea ice cream. Yeah, that's the thing I never got, was why people believed that wasabi was like green tea ice cream or pistachio ice cream. It's not cold. You get that near your face and all of a sudden you're like, this isn't cold. You've lied to me. Avocado? Maybe I could believe that. Maybe I could see somebody believing it's avocado or guacamole, but iced cream? It's not cold enough. Loved eating so much sushi one time. Sushi is another one of those ones that like I enjoy, but I don't enjoy it as much as people who enjoy, like people either love sushi or they hate sushi, and I'm like, if we're going out for sushi, I'll eat some sushi, but it's not something I ever crave. I never be like, oh, I really want to go eat some sushi right now. You ate a jalapeno once, you thought your throat was gonna swell shut. Oh, terrifying. don't think I could eat a jalapeno. But I know people will just like pop those suckers in their mouth, no problem. Like, people are like, jalapenos aren't even spicy peppers. And I'm like, what's wrong? Why are you like this? How are you like this? Eat too much fish with the amount of mercury. Oh yeah, that's another thing you gotta worry about. I think as long as you're not eating sushi like every week, you're probably fine. And also it depends on the type of fish you're eating. Some fish are more likely to accumulate mercury than others, but hate pretty much all seafood. My mom's like that too. She doesn't like any seafood. She doesn't like any shellfish. I like a shrimp. I like a lobster. I like I guess because my mom never liked fish, I didn't grow up eating a lot of it. We'd have like salmon every once in a while, maybe like whitefish like once every couple years. But like, fish is one of those things I never crave, but if it's served to me, I'll eat it and enjoy it. There's some cookies you can dip into hot tea or cocoa, so tasty. Yeah. Milanos are a wonderful cookie for tea and tea or cocoa or coffee, because they're that kind that's like it gets soggy kinda. It like dissolves in your mouth when you have it. It's so good. Remember when Chad Warden ate sushi for the first time? I don't think I watched that. All I know is something Chad Warden PlayStation. You love sushi. Your city's really good for sushi. I worked at a sushi restaurant when I was in college, so I got to. But it was like they also had just like a lot of Japanese food, so I was always taking home like donburis and stuff. But every once in a while, I'd get some sushi. Lobster is overrated. Lobster is like the same as crab. It's not as fancy as it should be, but it still tastes good. It's just a nice shellfish. Definitely have low-key mercury poison. You eat sushi once a week. As long as you're not eating too much of that tuna, you might be okay. If you're sticking to the like squids and the octopus and the unagi, you might be okay. But it's those fish that eat all the tiny fish that eat all the filter feeders. Those are the ones that get the mercury buildup in them. I don't know about salmon. Salmon might be okay. Salmon might be a danger. Salmon's probably not safe. Oysters are the best to get a lot of zinc from. Oysters are good. You have some low-key poisoning, but in a different way. I've got internet poisoning. I spend too much time on the internet, and now I don't know how to be normal anymore. The PS triple. Crawfish is better. I don't think I've ever had crawfish. I imagine it just tastes similar. It's another type of like crab, shrimp, lobster. Tuna is good for you. Tuna is good for you, but tuna will get that mercury in it. Because that's one of the ones that tuna's so big. They eat all the little fishies, and the little fishies eat the little guys, and then they eat all the things that eat all the mercury, and then they get the mercury in them. That's how it happened. I guess technically squids and octopus also eat fish, so maybe they're not as safe as I was assuming they were. I don't know which fish give you mercury. Google? Which sushi has the least mercury? Sushi with lower levels of mercury. You get the Thai sea bream, the tairagai, the razor shell clam, taco octopus, tobiko flying fish egg, torigai cockle, subugai shellfish, unagi freshwater eel, uni sea urchin. What else we got? Oh, there's a lot of them. Yeah, squid is fine, scallop is fine, surf clam, arc shell, sandfish, eels, shrimps, sweetfish, abalone. These are the ones with lower levels. Enjoy up to 2 6-ounce servings a week. Yeah, tuna are so big, it's crazy how big they are. Want to taste an oarfish? I wonder if they'd even be good. Uni, unagi, shellfish. Yeah, it's like if you get the squids, if you get the trout, if you get the clams, if you get the shellfish, the shrimps, those ones are safe. If you get the like eggs, that's better for you. These are the ones that have a lot of mercury. The tuna, horse mackerel, yellowtail tuna, yellowtail, all the different kinds of yellowtail, bonito, swordfish, marlin, tunas, mackerels. Yeah, tunas, sea bass, mackerels. Where's salmon on here? Salmon's fine. Salmon's lower level. You can eat the salmon. Eat salmon, don't eat tuna. Or eat it anyway and just hope for the best. Oarfish are probably so muscly, I bet they're not tasty. Yeah. Like sharks, or maybe it's like unagi, but people eat sharks. People like to make the shark fin soup or whatever, even though I think it's illegal. Heard you'd be poisoned eating an oarfish. Enough to die? Are they poisonous? I feel like that tracks. I feel like an oarfish looks poisonous. PS5s are available like almost every day on the Sony site. They're available now? Wait, they're... Because they've been sold out for like the past 2 years, right? Or however long it's been since they were released. Are they finally available and able to buy? Yeah, it's like pufferfish where you have to prepare it carefully. I know there's stuff like, whatchamacallits, like lionfish, that even if you touch them, they're poisonous. I think I heard somewhere that all octopus are venomous. I think it was a Splatoon post. But, some are more venomous than others. Like a blue ring octopus will kill a man, but, other octopus maybe will just hurt. King of the Sea marlin, the sailfish being the fastest in the ocean. It's crazy. Like, you think about tunas and you think about marlins. And until you see a picture of one, you don't realize, like, oh, those mad lad's huge. Let me see if we can get... Like a bigger than people's huge. Like they're big lads. Like that's a small one. That's big boy. They're so big. They're so big, the fish. Blue ring octo are so baby though. They really are. Look at these things. Like that could eat a man. That could just eat a child. They so big. You see one over a fireplace and you're like, that looks about right. Like the size of a small dog maybe, but no, they huge. It's the same with like pigs. A pig's so big. Pig bigger than a person. It's crazy. How they get that big? You could tune a piano, but you can't tune a fish. It's so true, and you should always be saying this. So nasty when some people eat a live octopus in bat soup. Bats seem like they wouldn't have a lot of meat on them, so I don't know why you would eat them. I thought the live octopus thing was like you don't actually eat the octopus live. It's just like when you pour soy sauce on it, it activates the muscles and makes it wiggle around. But maybe, I guess some people eat like the small ones live, right? I don't know. Yeah, I thought it was the soy sauce just like activates the muscles and makes them wriggle. We're fishing for marlin and okami. I love fishing minigames in video games. I wonder if Bug Fables will have a minigame for fishing. I was playing some Cult of the Lamb earlier. I'm not going to stream that one. I'm just playing it on my own. But that one has a fishing minigame, and I was delighted to find that. Ryan Garcia was fishing for tuna. I don't know who that is or what that is.
No place full of treasure's ever been safe.
So many have fallen looking for riches. Let's find the treasure quickly so no one else ventures in here. Some countries take a live octo and chop it up and serve it as is. Oh, interesting. Kind of realized during a conversation you have no idea how you got to that point in said conversation. How did we get on the topic of on eating live octopus? We got here from somewhere. We were talking about diets. We were talking about... How did we get to diets? Was that from religion, or did religion come from diets? We were talking about cow pies and magic mushrooms and cannibalism and fried green tomatoes. And college. We got here somehow. Watched a game called Cat Goes Fishing. Looks very fun and cute. It sounds fun and cute from the name. Spice, wasabi. We were talking about, yeah. If spice was involved, wasabi was involved. Would you eat the monkey brain soup from Indiana Jones? I mean, probably. If, like, I'm not a picky eater. If somebody offers me something, like, sure, I'll try it. I'm not gonna go out of my way. Like, if somebody's like, yo, did you hear there's a restaurant in town that serves monkey brain soup? I'm not gonna go out and eat it, but, like, If I'm at somebody's house and they're like, this is my grandmama's the monkey brain soup that she made from Indiana Jones, she was a big fan, I'd be like, sure, I guess I'm eating this tonight. Oh yeah, we got to religion from college. Okay, we got to diets from religion, we got to religion from college because people on the college campus were like, join the Bible study group. Yeah, and college is just offhand talking about it because people like, yes, college starts. Okay. The conversation history traced, tracked, we nailed it. We've not gone insane. We remember, we're so smart about it. I will do this for them. I need to go interact with this thing because it seems to be broken. So even if we hit it, wild caught salmon is so good. I don't know, I don't think I could taste the difference between wild caught salmon or farmed salmon. I simply don't know it. I imagine it would taste the same to me. Oh, little beetly bugly is not doing great. Do I have, eat that crunchy leaf. There we go. Wait, why did that only do one? Did I not do that right? Sockeye Salmon, just like Sockeye Station from Splatoon 3, which is the new Salmon Run level. I'm so excited to play that. That isn't mutually exclusive. We may still be insane. You're not wrong. We may also just... Listen, sometimes the brain just do what it want and you just kind of have to let it go. And that's fine. Farm salmon is much fattier. Yeah, it's like, some people talk about wild-caught fish, and if it still tastes good, like, why bother spending more on it? I do not understand. Astaxanthin gives salmon its pink flesh. Is that... I'm assuming that's a chemical. 0. Oh. I think I need to go back to the save point and heal. Cause, oh boy, we're not doing so hot, what, with our health? That's probably some sort of protein or nutrient or, fish chemical. Time to play a game called Do the Enemies Respawn When You Leave the Room? Can we get this rock? No, we can't. Some enemies have defense which reduces your power of your attacks. Sharp horns ignore some defense and can flip. Okay, yeah, we know this. Hey, Reborn, welcome in. Him fits well into the game's aesthetic. Look at him, he's part of the game. He knows all about kicking bugs and insects. Yes, we would love to save. Wait. Yes, we would love to save and heal. Are you taking your choline and lutein? I'm taking multivitamins that are gummy and shaped like little fruits and berries. Okay, so saving respawns the enemies. I need to block those. I think that's where I'm taking all my damage, is I'm forgetting to block. Super. How'd the solo queue go, Reborn? I know you were doing a little streaming earlier. Did you rank it up? Did you get all the splat wins? I still can't believe that the test fire for Splatoon 3 is literally in less than a week. 4 days? It's Friday, right? We win so many games. Nice. Ow. 1 million Splatoon wins. Yeah, Splat 3 goodness. Oh, I'm so excited. I saw the announcement this morning that there's gonna be 26 weapons in the test fire. I thought it was just gonna be like 4. Or maybe like one for each type, like 1 shooter, 1 roller, 1 Splatana. No, 26 of them. Yeah, I have to attack the seedling because I need to flip the other guy. Oh, I'm so excited. think... No, the Splatfest is on Saturday. Yeah, Saturday's the big day, but you can enter the software 2 days early. Ooh, I was thinking about Friday was the release date for the actual game, which I'm gonna have to take that day off work. I'm thinking about streaming the single player mode, but the struggle is if you stream the single player mode, then you have to wait between streams to play more of it. Oh, we get boost. How do I... 1 health, teamwork points, medals. We want health, I think. It's basically a holiday. Yeah, I've heard you're gonna be allowed to go around the little plaza for the test fire, and I don't know if, are they gonna let us make like posts and like little doodles and stuff? I hope so. That'll be fun. I want to draw some stuff. Basically a holiday. You're, yeah, overwhelmed with what to do first. Like, normally when I get a new Splatoon game, the first thing I do is play the single player mode, because it gets you remembering all the controls and stuff and gets you used to the small, like, all the weapons and all that. But if I do single player mode as streams, I'm still gonna want to play it before and after I'm streaming, so maybe I'll do Salmon, because that's open all the time, or I'll do some Turf Wars. Nightbot, eat your pumpkin seeds. Nightbot hates when people eat. You have to work Saturday? Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, oh, that's tragic. I'm lucky that I work one of those Monday through Friday jobs, so my weekends are always free. And I'm like, they gave us enough advanced warning for the Splat 3 release date that I should be able to take that day off. But hopefully you're not working all day, so you'll at least be able to play a little bit of the Splatfire, like, either before or after work. Yeah, we gotta flip you. And you, we can get you down. Okay, I'm starting to get the, I'm starting to get the timing, I think. On the blocking, maybe. Flip this little lad. Easy peasy, so squeezy. Yeah, I think I'm probably not gonna stream the test fire. Because I know some people, I know enough people that are gonna be streaming that one that I'm just gonna play and enjoy and watch them go. This looks like some kind of puzzle, perhaps. Uh-huh. We need another rock. We need some other kind of other rock, maybe. Now, if I were a rock, where I me would be? Here? This is a... Oh, I see it. I see it. You wanted to take a week off to play Splatoon 3 at launch, but you don't get vacation time till November? Oof. Yeah. You might be able to at least take, like, a day off. And hopefully you have, like... Even if it's not on the actual weekends itself, like, you get days off during the week, right? They can't make you work that many hours. Do you have the music of Frankie Lehman and the Teenagers? I don't know if I've ever heard of Frankie Lehman and the Teenagers song. Or is it Lyman? Lamone? I definitely can't take... I think I have enough time off to take a full week off, but, like... I don't have anybody who can do my work for me when I'm gone. So if I took a week off work, I would come back to just a mountain of work and be miserable for like the next month.
What? We did all this for that? Seriously? It wasn't even a rare item. Heck, it wasn't even a rare mushroom. Who designed this place? I'll sting him in the face. I'll tear the place down.
Come on now, V. Unfortunate as it may be, let's pick it up and start looking again.
Grr.
Your job is actually pretty sweet. Half the time you work a 3-hour day and get paid for 8. Ooh, that is nice. Yeah, if you're working a 3-hour day, you can use the rest of that time to play Splatoon. That's fine. That's fine. I work that 9 to 5, except there's an hour lunch break in the middle, and that's not paid, so it's actually 8:30 to 5:30, and because I have too much work, I end up doing overtime, like at least a half hour, so it's more like 8:30 to 6 or 6:30. And that's Monday through Friday. But luckily they let me I work from home most of the time. They're making me come in now on Mondays and Wednesdays. No, Mondays and Thursdays, but I didn't have to come in today because I took today off because I did a nice 4-day weekend for my birthday. And there's going to be so much work waiting for me when I get back tomorrow, and I'm dreading it a little bit, but it's probably fine. Frankie, 1957 to 1968. Teenagers, 1960 to present. How were they still teenagers if they were born before the 60s? I'm assuming they were born before the 60s. I think they would stop being teenagers after 1979, right? Their commute is 2 hours each way. Oh, I'm so sorry. You take a boat? You take a Statue of Liberty boat? That is actually kind of fun. It's fine. They're adults wearing teenage clothes. I don't think that makes you a teenager. I can go on the internet and say, what do the teens say now? I don't know any teen slang. What's the latest Zoomer slang that people say? All I can think of right now is "Yas slay," but I don't know if that's specifically teen slang or just like weird LGBT slang that may or may not actually be LGBT slang, or just like RuPaul's Drag Race slang. Poggers? Is that teen slang? I guess, yeah. People used to say bae, and then they said bias, and now they on flick. Isn't it on fleek? Do people still say that? I thought that was like 5-10 years ago. Yeah, slang is dated in like a week. Yippee needs to be slang. Do people still say yeet? Yeet was like when people were doing bottle flips. That was like definitely pre-COVID. I don't think people do that anymore. Maybe they do, but it's not like big anymore. That was like fidget spinner era. Oof. I feel like a nun, like the religious ladies. If I say insert teen slang here, that does not make me a teenager. I am older now and wiser now. I know everything about everything, except for apparently what teenagers are saying for slang. Huh? What? Ah, that's what that was for. You were on flick. Say too many things ironically to even know what's not ironic anymore. I feel like I had examples in my head of slang that was new slang that I learned on the internet. That was like, yes, these are what the people on TikTok are saying. But I just simply cannot recall them right now. I am poisoned by the internet languages that people use on the Tumblr, that people use on the Twitch. You can't trust nuns. If you have a nun who doesn't like to talk about herself, well, that's none ya business. Ha 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 ha. Hip I don't think people say anymore. I don't remember what square people definitely don't say. It's hip to be square. Somebody said that in a song. I don't even know if ironic is even a thing anymore. Do people like things ironically? I know cringe. Cringe is a thing that people say, right? Cringe is a teen slang, maybe? Or is that millennial slang? Zoomers aren't even teens anymore. I work with people who are Zoomers, and they're like in their 20s. That's not even a teenager anymore. Daddy-o. I was reading some old Spider-Man comics from like the 1960s, And it was funny watching Peter Parker talk to Aunt May, and it was supposed to be this thing where, like, yes, Peter Parker is the youth, and he's using the funny slang for young kids, and Aunt May is decrepit and old, and she doesn't understand it. And so he's like, yeah, that dance was the greatest. And Aunt May is like, the greatest what? And it's like, ha 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 ha. It's funny because greatest is slang, but she doesn't know because she's so old. And then, like, a few chapters later, they were eating her pie, and Peter Parker was like, wow, Aunt May, your pie is the most. And Aunt May was like, the most what? And I was like, oh no. Oh no, I am Aunt May in this scenario. I don't know that one. Did people really call things the most? It makes sense because it's the same thing as the greatest, but, like, it doesn't sound right. People don't say that one anymore. Yeah, cringe and fail. Semantics of ironic humor is so convoluted you could write a book on it. I think the secret to liking something ironically is that you actually just, like, an ironic enjoyment of a thing is no different than a sincere enjoyment of a thing, and you might as well just embrace it. Embrace your cringe hobbies. As long as you're not hurting anybody with them, just embrace them and enjoy the silly things in life. If you like a thing that everybody loves to hate on, if you like a thing that isn't cool anymore, it's fine, just like it. Ginchiest? Do people say that? Jinkies? I thought that was spelled with a J. A la Scooby-Doo and Velma. Do people say gunch? Is that a thing? I saw this movie called Sister Act. A lot of nuns are really people in witness relocation programs. That's interesting. A point idiosyncratic was slang? What? That's so idiosyncratic. Who said that? Who would say that? What does that even mean? Idiosyncrasy, that would be like quirky, right? Like an idiosyncrasy is like a quirk. That's so quirky. People say quirky, I think. I'm about to blow your mind with idiosyncrasies? Quirk. Move.
Phew, that was close. I guess he's,
Actually, no one did. You made that up. That's a word that I know, I think. There was one time I couldn't remember the word for quirky, and the only word that came to mind was idiosyncrasies. You're beaming on Dreamsville, and you're moving right now, and that's the kind of scene I dig. Things you hate. 1, Twitch chat. 2, lists. 3, irony. Oh my god. I hate, I don't know. I feel like there's something I hate. I feel like there's not a lot of things I hate, but I feel like there's at least, oh, I know what I hate. I hate mouth sounds. I hate when people chew real loud, and I hate when people, like, make smacking noises when they're eating. And I know that's not their fault. I know that for some people it enhances the flavor or whatever, but that's my pet peeve that I hate so much with all of my life. Gaming's cool, Dad. People still stay cool. I was talking to my parents the other day about the word cool and how it used to be like a new slang, and it just stuck around. Yeah, same. I promise to you, my streamer promise to all of you is that I will never chew into the microphone. I might take a sippy into the microphone, but I will never do a chip crunch into the mic. I will never do a munch and a gunch into the microphone. Do you see what you said? That would blow my mind. Oh, I totally missed. Slang is slang for shortened language. It's language. It's slang. Oh my god. It's the Ouroboros of words. You hate phone zombies. You want to walk down the street and they get in the way. Oh, people that are, like, on their phone, like going slow in the middle of the sidewalk. I will say, if I'm at, like, the grocery store or something and I need to check something on my phone, I will pull to the side. If I'm on the street and I need to look at my phone, I will make sure I am at the most side of the sidewalk so that I'm not just standing in someone's way, like, ambling left and right. Put on your face and join the race. I will admit that I'm one of those people who sometimes I will look at my phone while I'm walking to avoid eye contact with people. I'll be like, I'm looking at my phone, not at you. Don't worry about it. but also I'm hyper conscious about being in anybody's way ever, so I'm making sure that if I am doing something, there's a clear path for you around me, near me. I am not in your way whatsoever. We'll straight up walk into people. They're taking up so much sidewalk space, never back down. Tragedy. They're phone zombies. Their face light up blue at night like in horror movies. Sometimes I'll be like walking down the street. Do you ever do that thing where you're like walking down the street and there's like one other person walking down the street and it's the middle of the night and you're like either walking in the same direction or just like walking close to them and you're like, this is weird that I'm like walking at the same pace, but I can't really speed up or slow down. I don't want them to think I'm following them or whatever. So that's when you bust out your phone. You're like, I am not here for you. I am looking at my musics and picking a song. Don't worry about it. I am simply just walking. Wonder if there's an index of outdated slang. There is. I translated some of the manga High Score Girl, which was set in, I want to say, the like late 80s, early 90s. And they had a lot of old school Japanese slang. So what I would do is I would have to go to Google and Google like old 80s slang and find lists of slang that people don't use anymore to try to find equivalents. That was fun. For some reason, Eat My Shorts was on a lot of lists of slang. I don't know if that counts as slang. That's just the Bart Simpson catchphrase. It's funny because some of the ones are still used, but like people used to say like going postal. I don't know if people still do that, but I feel like most people still know what that means. It's like you're crazy, you're going postal. And people would call people like a space case. A few words that counteract people too far in the phone zone. Hey, a $10 bill. Sometimes you'll intentionally use outdated slang or phrases because you think it can be funny. I had an aunt who was not actually an aunt. She was my mom's cousin, so I guess that makes her like my first cousin once removed or something like that. But she was like my mom's generation, but she still said groovy. And I was like, that was always the coolest to me because I'm like, nobody says groovy anymore, but you say groovy, and that's so cool. But it's actually really annoying. If you're doing it for your own fun, then I think it counts as like I think it's charming. I think that counts as like oh, that's so fun. Jegjap uses silly words. But I bet there is like if you're doing it in like a pretentious way, like if you say like that's so out of sight, and then you like stare at them with like one eyebrow raised until they like comment on it, that's probably annoying. But I'm assuming you don't do that. I was walking someone to the store at 2 a.m. last night and someone walking towards me across the street because I was scary looking to them. Sometimes I try to like, it could be like, I don't want to get into a tussle with you. It could also be like, I don't even want to make you worry that I might get in a tussle with you. So look at this. You have your space. I have my space. Everybody's space case. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles said cowabunga. Yeah, that was old school surfer slang, right? People would say like totally tubular, radical, to the max. Bazinga. Bazinga is the slang that never should be. That never was, but sort of was. A bazonko. Yeah, it's funny. You see him Bart say cowabunga and Bart's so high pitched it doesn't sound like him. Bart's Nightmare. Was that actually his voice actor, or did they get somebody else to record it?
I guess he is. This is the perfect time to go home. I don't like the look of that place.
You're in the process of saying totally tubular when you said that. Hold on. I want to see if I can find those lists of 1980s. Why would I type 1980s as the first thing pop up 1980 Peppa Pig? Hello? Peppa Pig? I don't think you existed in the 1980s. Wild. Okay, no, 1980s slang. I love tubular as an adjective. We should. It's something that's tube-shaped. Or very cool, because when a wave is tube-shaped, then it's good for surfing on. Get a listen. Gets an A plus getting all the pages. Peppa Pig is sus. All right. Oh yeah, here we go. Gag me with a spoon. I don't remember when anybody said that in real life, but I remember when people said that in movies or sitcoms. Gnarly. Eat my shorts, there it is. Homeboy, homegirl, home buddy. People still say that one, I think. Veg out. I think people say that one too, right? Wannabe, people say that. Where's the beef? That was a sad, pathetic list. Let's get a different one. Slang that means yes, big time, chia, for sure. I kid you not, most definitely, no doy. Oh, I haven't heard anybody say doy in so long. Slang that means no, no can do, psych, tough. Slang that means good, awesome, bitchin', bodacious, excellent, fantabulous, most triumphant, outrageous, radical, righteous, sweet, spelled with a SCH, stellar, wicked. Totally copacetic. Is that a thing? I don't think so. I don't think I've ever seen that. Jim Carrey did in Ace Ventura. Yeah. Slang that means more of, mad, major, mega, hella, and totally. I still say hella. Other fundamental 80s slang like whoa and yo, a casual greeting. 1980s insults: airhead, bag your face, barf bag, barf me out, bite me, blar, bogus, chicken, Clydesdale, someone large and unattractive. I've never heard that one. Dip, a foolish person. Ditz, harsh, heinous, lame, mall maggot, young unpleasant person who hangs out in a mall. Huh. Mental mung as a disgusting thing. Narbo for an idiot. Oogle. Okay, that's just saying ugly funny. So 87, out of date for the 1980s slang. That's pretty late in the 80s. Poser. Yeah, poser. Mall rat. Mall rat was just like someone who hangs at the mall. I don't even know if that one was an insult. Space cadet, spaz, wannabe, warped. Praise in the 80s. Bad to the bone. Betty is an attractive woman, I guess. BFF, Brill, short for brilliant. Choice. Oh yeah, people should start saying choice again. That was a good one. Clutch. Clutch, I think people still say that one. Like coming in clutch. Deadly for stylish or cool. Fave, people say that still. Fine. Fly, fresh, funky fresh. I think people still say funky fresh, like semi-ironically. Or maybe sincerely. Glam, gnarly, homeboy, homegirl, legit. I need the obscure 80s slang. 80s slang that no one uses anymore. Hello, Ace Tweaker. Yeah. Here, okay. Wait. I clicked the list and it said, these are the 80s slang terms no one uses anymore. And then the title says 20 slang terms every 1980s kid will remember. And then the first one is not even. I guess there was like people still say that, I think. Gag me with a spoon, have a cow, like don't have a cow. No duh, people still say that. Grody. People don't say that as often, but grindage describes delicious food that you intend to chow down on with extreme enthusiasm. Chia, which is just the weird way of saying yeah. Butter. Just like the stuff you spread on your morning toast, something is butter if it's smooth. So far out, man. Bring back Roald Dahl phrases, some just scrumdiddly-umptious, fluckungled and froth-bungling. Honestly, yeah. Okay, never mind. Number 9 on the list is bod. I thought it was bad, and I'm like, people still use the word bad. Yeah, people still say bod. Zeke. When a geek has undeniable sex appeal, he or she is elevated to Zeke status. That one's new to me. Yippee, I guess. McFly, you bojo, hoverboards don't work on water unless you have power. I like the Back to the Future movies. They're fun. Bounce. When you see like, I gotta bounce. I think do people still say that? So sick, yeah. When sick could mean good or bad. Gnarly. Gnarly is a good one. Tubular. Nobody really says tubular anymore. I don't even know if surfers still say tubular. Word. I think people still say word. Not as often, but like when you are agreeing to something, you say, yeah, word. Choice. Fat but with a PH. I don't think people say that one anymore. Like you got fat style. Bag your face. Barf me out. Oh, yep, no, bad is on this list. Just if something was bad in the 80s, that meant it was good. However, good did not mean bad. Good still meant good, and bad just meant really good. So sick. What's your damage? Okay, okay. I've had enough of the 1980s slang.
But I'm his reliable teammate. I'm gonna regret this.
Johnny Arcade, word to your mother. Word to your mother, like a lot of the slangs, like word to your mother, was stuff that I saw on like night, because I'm a 90s kid. I was born in the early 90s. So it was stuff I would like see in 90s sitcoms, but I never heard anybody say out loud. So I'm wondering, like, was that just outdated slang that people actually said in the 80s, or was that like fake slang that people made up and thought was cool? Yo mama. 1,000,000 yo mama jokes. What was yo mama so hungry she heard it was chilly outside and she brought a bowl. Mm.
No rush, I can wait.
Oof, I'm lucky this mushroom broke my fall.
I would have carried you, but you seem really heavy.
I assure you, I'm lighter than I seem.
Uh-huh. Anyway, this place is really creepy.
I must agree, and there doesn't seem to be a way back up for me. We'll have to look around. Yo mama's so, nice. She made me some cookies. God, I wonder if I can find... There is a really good... If I Google Yo Mama So Xbox Live, will I be able to find this? It's also like... no, no. I need the one without the sound. Hold on. Oh, good. I don't think you can hear it. I have my browser muted. Oh, it's so loud. Siren. There was a video. I don't know what the original one was, but it was like a bunch of Yo Mama jokes, and one of them, the punchline was something about the Xbox Live, but somebody made an edit that was... Okay, 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 okay. Let's watch a movie time. Hopefully this is not too horribly loud for you. I tried to turn it down. Wait. It's not. Hold on. The sound, excuse me, the sound. Here we go. When you're young, you grew up watching stuff like 50s Tom and Jerry. You kept thinking things as a telegram and milkmen were still relevant. Yeah. Like, they don't deliver milk to houses anymore. What's up with that? This is such an important video. Your mama's so skinny. Her ancestor was the Xbox Live. a siren. Why? Who made this and why? Look up bro tip number 80. Thank you, Nightbot. Remember when Hitler had a reaction video to what? I never watched any Hitler videos. I just ignored that. Anyway, what is a bro tip number 80? Xbox. Hello? Is this the original?
Bro tip number 80.
Xbox Live.
Bro tip.
Oh my god. I love the internet and all the things that are on it, except not all the things that are on it, because there are still some very terrible things on the internet, but many things on the internet are great and wonderful. So many Brody Fox memes. Was he the one that made that? Put down Bart's Nightmare getting A+, the sound he makes is weird? Hold on. Do they have videos for that? Bart's Nightmare A+. It looks like it's all like full playthroughs. Let me see if I can skip to the end of it. Wasn't meant for you to watch, but it was great. It was very good. It was very good. Oh wait, that wasn't it? Was there a different one? What is bro tip number 8? Was it the, hold on. The 6-second one. The one with Team Fortress 2? There's so many of these. Why this one? Ko Dobroviv. Who's the uploader? I don't know how to parse the Bart's Nightmare one to get to the part where he makes the funny sound. They're all like playthroughs with people talking over them. There's so many of these. Why are there so many of these? Biohazard? Oh, hello. Welcome. This is Bugs. How'd anime go? Did you win it? Did you find new colonies? Did you fight funny creatures? You gave it an interesting time. This 6-second one? Okay, we're just clicking on videos on the internet right now.
Tip number 80. Suicide is never the answer.
That's correct. That's a good bro tip. Was that the one? This is the one that we saw earlier.
Bro tip number 80.
Xbox Live. You got 100K chain attack. That's such a big number. How you do it? How'd you get so many number? How many of these are there? Why is this one?
Tip number 80. Suicide is never the answer.
So that's the original one, right? Or I'm guessing the original video is probably longer than that and they just cut it off there. We were watching the beautiful We're not gonna watch this whole thing again, but it's so good. It's just very important Yo Mama jokes. She would be Xbox Live. This is the little bug league. Yeah, that's what you saw in the thumbnail before rating. Nope, you don't need to see that. That's Twitch. We are playing bug league game though. We're playing a little game about bugs, and we're learning so much today about Xbox Live and Yo Mama. Assuming you're gonna end stream, but Yo Mama, it's very important. I do only have like 5 minutes left, but we'll probably have to get to a save point first. Wait till you get to 1 mil combos? Insert Lummo raid message here. Yes, welcome in raiders, welcome in raiders, welcome in raiders.
Chase understreck, han understreck, ace understreck says he think about that moment when I'm drifting off to sleep, and then my body jerks and I'm falling suddenly. You wonder if that's our defense mechanism for something, like when you're sleeping on a cliff, or just top bunking. Sometimes I think how old guys like to whittle, and how if I start now and just whittle a little my whittling skills will hone before I get old.
I think about this all
And
the
I'll
time.
tune all my friends at the retirement home.
Yeah. Everybody start whittling today. Yo mama so illegal fuchsius hippoconurius she pooped excuse me? Is that a real word? We spent a lot of time talking about foods and 1980s slang. What is the meaning of the Elogophusius hippocrinius is defined as very good, very fine. From Maurice Weason's Dictionary of American Slang. Pooped is real. Pooped is real. It's such a real word. Who said this? Nobody says this. Nobody's ever been like, wow, that movie we just saw? Elogophusius hippoconurtius. Canurius? Nobody's ever said this.
Chase understreck, han understreck, ace understreck says he think about if he was turned into an ant, I'd want me loved ones to know. So, he thought of a plan.
Good
I'd
plan.
gather twigs and leaves and write me name on the ground.
Good
Then
plan.
I'd wait for me family and friends to crowd around. But now I'm thinking that when they saw it, they think the human, me wrote it and an ant was crawling on it. Then not realizing the ant me was really the real me in a strange twist of fate, I think that they probably kill me.
This is reminding me of the Classicaloid episode where they become fish. They also write things in twigs, if I'm remembering correctly, or maybe these are false memories. Maybe I've forgotten. But this is Bug Game. Hello, we've fallen on a mushroom. He did write thing in twig, right? I'm not making this. Okay, good. They write thing with twig. They say bring me to ocean or something like that. I am human, not a fish. I don't think they said all that, but the power of if you are a creature and you cannot talk with your mouth words, you will have to use twigs to communicate. It's the only way. Yo mama's so ugly. The proctologist stuck his finger in her mouth. Oh, harsh. Yo mama so ugly that when she jumped in the ocean, Xbox Live. He said like help or something. Oh, okay, yeah, he said like taskete. And then Beethoven bring him to the ocean, and then Beethoven also become fish. Sometimes I try to remember a thing, and I can't remember if I'm remembering it correctly, if my brain just made up a different fake episode in my brain when I was asleep or awake.
Let's be careful, okay? You are almost a goner.
Oh, there's a save point right here. Maybe this is just where we will... or was it like I am human? I don't remember. I feel like it wasn't very long. Would you like to save? Yes. I think maybe this is where we're gonna have to save it for tonight, because it seems like these save points are not super close together. We can just come over here. There's somebody in and... we can free this person. Yeah, it's a very pretty game. It's like a Paper Mario style, the cool 2D art. Nobody's got depth. You got a fossil monkey in Xenoblade? Is that a fossil of a monkey, or a monkey who is also a fossil, or a dinosaur that is a monkey? The monkey dinosaur?
Yikes, is that a moth?
2.5D? Yeah. Wait. Yeah. Yeah, 2.5D is when it's two-dimensional, but you can also move in a three-dimensional plane? No, wait, I thought 2.5D was like the Donkey Kong games where the graphics are 3D, but you can only move in a two-dimensional plane. This is just Paper Mario if they were bugs.
The ADAP says, yo mama so American she tried to ride Xbox Live. Your mom is so strict she got arrested for Xbox Live. Your mom is so hot if she was
Hold
an
on, we need the
Oreo she
sirens.
would be Xbox Live. Your mom is so skinny her ancestor was Xbox Live. Your mom is so rich she punishes Xbox Live. Your mom
I
is
don't
so
know how to make
strong
a
her
siren
birthday
sound.
song is Xbox Live. Your mom is so ugly she tried to snort Xbox Live.
It's so good. 2.5D that isn't anything. Oh, a term that can be used for multiple use, the most powerful kind of term that you have. It's just 3D. Yippee, this game got platforming in it. You can jump. We're going to free this moth and then we're going to call it a night because I hate when I see something that's sad and then I have to stop before I can solve the sad thing. When I was a child and I was playing Spyro the Dragon, there is like a mini game where jump. Just like jump. Hold on a second, my head needs to explode. You know how to make a siren sound. You were right. Your kick the baby. That was a South Park thing, right? They love to be kicking Ike, I think. But Spyro the Dragon, you were Yeti and you had a little Yeti brother and he was so sad because the bully took his ball and you had to box and you had to beat up the enemy to get his ball back. But he sounded so sad when you lost and I was a small child and I wasn't good enough at the game to do the boxing and win. And I had to go to bed because it was my bedtime before I could beat the bully and get the ball back. And I had nightmares about that child because I let him down and I couldn't get his ball back. And then the next morning I woke up and I did it first try. But anyway, moral of the story is, you cannot end a video game on a part where you were like, if we ended the game right now with this little moth friend in a spider web, it would be like, well, what if the spider comes when we're not playing and eats the moth? That would be so sad. 85% of stream has been discussing absolutely random things. 15% has been the game. I don't think we've gotten out of the tutorial. I think this moth is probably a major character in the party because the title of the chapter was like an unlikely trio or something like that. It's just how eyfey goes. This is just kind of how the way of the eyfey streams. If you come to an eyfey stream, I'm sorry, but you were going to get sidetracked. We are all going to get sidetracked. You were coming on a journey with me, and the journey is probably Wikipedia 1980s slang.
Yikes, is that a moth?
By the Queen, what a terrible fate. A moment of silence in solidarity for a fallen explorer. If you distract eyfey, which is so easy to do. Literally, just if you say enough words at me, I will stop paying attention to the game. This is why I was saying I cannot install Hangman Bot on my channel, because I will want to play Hangman instead of the game that I'm supposed to be playing, and I will just go in my own chat and be like, oh, but what if there's an E in there? Hangmon, new Digimon introduced Hangmon, evolves into Wordlemon or Scrabblemon, maybe. If you streams expect 45 minutes of gameplay to take 3 hours. Honestly, yeah. And what the sad part is, this is the only way I can finish games. If I don't stream them, I will play them for like 3 hours straight on my own, and then put them down to do something else, and then never pick up the game again just because I keep forgetting. Almost didn't play one of the Nintendo 64 games because Deku Scrub plants give me a nightmare. Oh no! The things that give you nightmares as a child are wild. I think I had a nightmare once about the mean ghosts from Casper. Like one of them I think is named Stinky. They're not even particularly scary, but I think I had a nightmare about them. Same, except you've barely ever streamed. Streaming is the school of video games in that you have a scheduled time where you have to sit down for like 3 hours and do the thing, and you're not supposed to do anything else. And so it it gets you into practice of sitting down and doing the thing. Whereas if you're left to your own devices, even if you enjoy playing video game, you will play other video game instead, or read manga, or I don't know, paint a picture. Indiana Jones Crystal Skull was terrorizing. I don't actually know if I've ever seen an Indiana Jones movie. I feel like I must have, but I don't remember any of them. Wish games were more challenging and shorter. Yeah, that's why I like playing indie games more than like the big AAA games, because AAA games are like 60 hours minimum. Indie games are like just a nice 10 hours. You can some of them are like, I want to say like 5 to 10 hours. Like you can finish it in one long sitting, or you can take like 3 like medium length sittings. You just beat them in a week. It's so nice. Fortunately, there's not enough people on your stream to distract you from the game. If you want me to send you on wild goose chases, I'll do it. I'll Google Google the current meta for creature tamer and how to build the best team. What are the speedrun tactics? You fear ants and aliens for years. Were there aliens in Indiana Jones? I thought he was an archaeologist who like did adventure stuff. Just play Toho. 30 minutes of gameplay. Okay, Toho will be 30 minutes of gameplay that take me 10 hours. I think I tried to play Perfect Cherry Blossom in like my first or second year of college, and I couldn't beat that even on easy mode. Maybe I beat it on easy mode, but I couldn't beat it on normal mode. It was very hard. I'm bad at bullet hells. Benefit is, I think, even with chat distract you. Yeah, eventually, that's the thing. I finished Okami. It took 30 streams, but we got there. I'm just good at shutting down combos. Fair. Easy modo. Yes, easy modo. I know. Tragedy. Am I a gamer? I don't know if I can call myself a gamer. I like play a lot of video games, but I think I'm a filthy casual. I play like Nintendo games and indie games. I don't play any like competitive shooters. I don't like, I know a lot of games and I don't play. Do you game? I'm gaming right now, I think. Maybe you are a gamer. I have a Twitch channel where I spend at least 6 hours a week playing games for people. Am I a gamer? One of the things that I tried to learn how to say when I went to Japan was how to say I'm a casual gamer in case it ever came up in conversation, and I could not ever figure out, like, I did not know what the slang term for casual is in Japan. I never learned that one. But it also never came up, so thank goodness. Could go for your weekly 30 minutes of Toho before I remember why I don't play it. Maybe I'll do at 300 followers, I'll play a Toho game until I beat it. Make that a follower goal or something. You're a gamer so long as you play games. I too am a filthy casual gamer. Like, some people are like, oh, you're a gamer? What do you play, like a Call of Duty? What do you play, like a Solidium Snake? I don't know what the big games are now. Apex Legends? Play Lulk. That stands for something. I want to say Land of the Lustrous King, but it's not. It's a different acronym. Which one is LOLK? Library of Lost Kureha. 10 hours into Cyberpunk, it's fun but too easy. That's the other thing, is a lot of the like AAA, the big name games aren't actually games. They're just movies that you press the A button with. Like, the Walking Dead games are very fun, but they take little to no skill. Like, it's just a movie that you press the A button through. Things like Cyberpunk, it's like, it's quick time events. You're just clicking through a movie. I don't know. I like the games that have me do, I guess even games like this, it's like it's a book that you're clicking through, I guess. There's some, like, platforming takes some skill, puzzles takes a little bit of thinking, but yeah, they're visual novels that you don't read. Definitely not the hardest. Definitely not the hardest Toho. Legacy of Lunatic Kingdom. I'm concerned about the fact that Lunatic is in the title, because isn't Lunatic mode like the hardest mode in Toho's? Or Maniac mode? It's probably Lunatic mode. Xenoblade is an anime. Xenoblade is more cutscene than gameplay, and the gameplay you do have is just turn-based battle, which is barely gameplay. You do attacks at the enemies, and you probably won't lose. It has a cutscene that's almost an hour long. I will say, like, I want to say, like, Lumo's first stream of Xenoblade was, like, 5 hours long, and only 30 minutes of it was gameplay. The rest was cutscenes. Your past two roommates were both on school's esports team. Competitive gaming seems so hard. Like, it seems like it would be a fun community to be part of, but also it seems like it would be so hard and stressful. There are a couple 30-minute cutscenes in Xenoblade. Oh my god, Xenoblade 2. I don't get that. I don't hate cutscenes, but I hate when a game starts you off with a cutscene that's like an hour long. I like when a game lets you into the game and you get to play like right away. I like little cutscenes dispersed throughout the game. 17 hours and 3. Yeah, I was like, there's like YouTube videos, right, of cutscene compilations for Xenoblade 3, and that's insane to me. 17 hours. A movie is only like 2 or 3 hours long. That's 5 movies worth of cutscenes. That's too many. I'm gonna need Xenoblade Chronicles 3 to be less cutscene and also 5 games. If the multiple recordings of your roommate just screaming the craziest things out of rage, oh, I'm sorry. I'll say I'm lucky that I don't get gamer rage. I don't know if I play enough games that would incite gamer rage. Maybe if I start getting really into Splatoon 3. I think the last Splatoon stream I did, I was looking at my league or ranked or whatever stuff, and I had only played Clam Blitz once. And I played Rainmaker twice on that stage. I've never ever played the fancy Splatoon modes. I only played like Splatfests and Salmon Runs and occasionally Turf Battles. If it wasn't so annoying, it would be funny. Yeah, that's one of those things that's funny to watch online, but not if you have to live with it. Each chapter is a movie. I remember when I was in, I want to say high school, I heard good things about Kingdom Hearts. And so I rented Kingdom Hearts, and I got mad at the cutscenes and at Goofy and Donald's voices, so I skipped all the cutscenes, and then I had no idea what I was supposed to be doing, and then the disc was scratched, so the game soft-locked and froze every time on the first boss. So I gave it back to Best Buy, and I never played Kingdom Hearts. Some games have short cutscenes, camera pans behind you, suddenly you're in the scenario from the cutscene. Yeah, that's good. It's like you get a short little cutscene to set the scene, and then you get to play the game. When all the important parts of the game happen in the cutscenes, it feels like you're not contributing anything. Like, if you have the big guys show up and then like, I like a cutscene before a boss fight and then you do the boss fight, that makes sense. But if all of the like dialogue and the character motivation and just like all the like moving of the plot happens within the cutscene, that it feels like you should have a little more control over it. When you rage, you make a weird sound for like 2 seconds and go back to normal. Simply never get upset. Simply do not get mad. You can skip every cutscene and dialogue, the short text after you leave a shop. Just skip every cutscene. You don't need it. God of War, Dad of Boy had such smooth cutscene to gameplay transition. Yeah, I heard those ones are really good. Xenoblade 3 does that for boss fights. Stuff like Noidas and Hollow Knights start a ton. Hollow Knight is one of, like, I love games like Hollow Knight where it's all gameplay. If you get a cutscene, it's literally just to show you scenery. Like, you start the game and it like pans over the area and it like zooms in on your character's face. Like, a cutscene is 5 seconds long and it's to show a character's expression or a character enter the scene, and the rest of it is you controlling and exploring. Like, that is what I love. Just like a little like, set the scene, this is what you're in for, get in there, start doing it. Metroid Dread had the counter cutscenes in battle. Yeah, that too, like, That was like it was like the opposite of a quick time event. It was you press the button to cause the cutscene, not you have to push the button in the middle of a cutscene. Oh wait, this moth is alive.
Wait, he's alive.
Quick, we must free him.
Okay, I'm just gonna see if the beamerang can cut their web.
I will make sure there are no other survivors. V, watch out. What? Oh? Oh, is this a boss battle? Like, the cutscenes that we have in this game are not... I don't even know if they're called cutscenes, because it's just text that you click through. Event time quick. Like, this is not so bad. I get... It's like, you gotta progress the story somehow. So this is pretty decent. This is about what I'd expect. This is my tolerance level of cutscenes in video games is... You get some motion, you get some dialogue.
Spider?
Boss, were we playing a game? I kind of forgot. Listen, we got into talking about video games instead of playing video games. You didn't finish Metroid? Yeah, I never actually finished Metroid Dread either. I need to go back to it. I might have to stream that game just so that I can finish it. I was having a blast with it. I was enjoying it. I had to Google one thing because I got lost, but that's another game that I started and I was playing it and then other things happened and then I never finished. I love the aesthetic of it. I love that it's like Metroid, but a little bit creepy to it. I guess most Metroid games are a little bit creepy to them, but this one especially so. How could a beast so huge sneak up on us? It's a spider. They're good at that.
Kabu, we gotta run. Treasure ain't worth this.
The Metroid Dread amiibo, but don't own the game. I wanted to buy the amiibo, but by the time I went to go buy them, they were like really expensive. I think they're reasonably priced now, so I might go grab them. I have so many amiibo. I'm waiting for those new Splatoon amiibo to go on sale so I can nab them. That's right, Nightbot.
It's not that, we can't...
Oh, it's not that. We can't abandon this poor moth to his fate. V, are you abandoning us? V, wait, curses. I guess we're fighting a spider all on our own. This has to be some cruel irony. However, I cannot give up, even if I'm alone. There's no point in me using taunt if I'm the only one here, so we're just attacking. Oh, this might not be great. Okay. Something tells me this might be a scripted fight. Or after a little bit, maybe your friend's gonna come back. You have too many amiibo, you think you got 4 sets of the dreads? I don't, I have, all the Smash Brothers amiibo that have been released so far. All the Animal Crossing amiibo. I just placed an order for the Splatoon 2 Squids and Kids, but I had all the amiibo aside from those. They finally went, like, resold. For the longest time, I just had the Splat 1 Inkling Girl. But then when they came out with the idols, I was like, ooh, I want Callie Marie. I want Marina Pearl. I'm like, I might as well get all the others. So I got the Octolings. I finally got the Squid Boy and the Squid. And I just placed an order on Play Asia. I don't know how long that's going to take. It probably should have arrived by now, actually. I should check on that, see if it's shipped or not. But yeah, Smash Brothers, Splatoon, Animal Crossing, and then I have a good chunk of the Legend of Zelda ones. Like that one where they did like the anniversary edition where they had like one link from each game. I don't have all of them, but a good amount. But I like them because they're fun little figurines and I can put them in a case and they look nice. Have the Bandai Splatoon weapons from Japan. Ooh. 90% of the amiibo. I don't have any of the Monster Hunter ones. I don't have any of the Mario ones. I think I bought a Waluigi amiibo. Yeah. I have them in some big old display cases right behind me, so I'm just turning around to look at what I've got. Yeah, I bought a Waluigi one. That's the only Mario amiibo I have because I like Waluigi. But yeah, the Smash Brothers ones were like, I was buying them as they were coming out. And then I just kept getting them. And then at some point I'm like, well, I have like all except for 5. So let me get those 5 and then just keep getting them as they come out. Crud, it's too high up. If only V was here. Must I really sit here and do nothing? Strategies, maybe? I can't even spy. Imagine not going on tangents. Couldn't be me. You want me to stay focused on a task? Impossible. It's too much by myself after all. Maybe this game was translated from Japanese. Because that, after all, is giving me, Yahari vibes. Everyone, I failed. Wasted your hopes on me. Spifey. I tried it. I tried to spy it. It didn't work. So I haven't played in any of, this is vaguely tangentially related, I haven't played in any of the salmon crawls, and they're doing one more before Splats 3 comes out, and I kind of want to give it a go and give it a try, and it's Pokemon themed, and I was trying to think, what Pokemon could I mash eyfey into, and I'm stuck right now between Ivysaur, like Ivysaur. It sounds good when you pronounce it, but in text form, it doesn't look great, especially if you don't know how to pronounce eyfey. Or, Comfey, like, Comfey, the, like, weird wreath Pokemon. C-O-M-F-E-Y, and then F-E-Y. And that's got eyfey in it in the text, but it doesn't pronounce good. It's so hard to think of puns when you have a name that's pronounced weird. V.
Look,
By the holy jaws of the Queen, V. You left me to my fate. You're vile. Don't be mean. She came back.
Hey, I was gonna apologize, and I came back, right? You pushed me away from the web, but I still left, so
I will properly scold you later. The situation is dire, but I've got a plan. We will attack the web holding the moth while battling the spider.
And we bail when we free him?
Precisely, except we'll run together this time, without leaving anyone behind.
I apologized already.
Oh yeah, Ido, like the new bread dog one. That might work, but does anybody even know the new bread dog one? There were also like if I did like Flygon, it could be like Flyphygon or like Leafeon, like Leafeon, but like with some Y's in there. There were other ones that's like, this looks good in text, but not when you necessarily say it out loud. My favorite was Snivy, like the grass starter from, I think, 5th gen. And it would just be Snifey, but I don't think anybody would get that that was a Pokemon. Yeah, like that, Lifeon. But like, it's hard. Like, it sort of works, but like, would you get that that's a Pokemon? Ivysaur is the one that sounds the best, because it's literally, yeah, Salamon. It's like Ivysaur, but Fee. But also, it could just be Eyfey Dinosaur. Love I remember when people were thinking Snivy was going to be called Smugleaf, or at least that was the fan name for it. I think this is the one that probably looks the best in text. Because that's a Pokemon, and then I just have to put Fee again after it. Yeah, it would need an accompanying image, but you can't do that. It's literally, you just change your Switch name to that. Not everyone will know it in time. But not in time for a near future crawl. That's some thinking to do. Yeah, choices. Or I could just do, I don't even have to mash my name in. I could just pick a Pokemon and just do that. Originally, I was trying to think, how would I get Eevee? Like, I was like, Eevee has most of the same, it's got E's in it, like Eyfey. I was like, E-E-Y-V-F-E-E-Y. That's just some kind of mess. New Pokemon are boring. They're mostly object material plus animal. Wow, compare that to old Pokemon. I mean, that's kind of how it's been with new Pokemon. I liked EBDB is right. Yeah, that just looks like a key smash. It's not anything. I do like the like motorcycle legendaries and the new like Cyclizard they just showed. I like those guys. I think the last game that actually had good new Pokemon design was probably Black and White. Ever since then, there would be like maybe 1 or 2 Pokemon in the generation I'm like, yeah, this is interesting. And I think a big problem in it is that they're trying to simplify the design so that they're like easier to draw. Pile of Sledge Ball and Bird. Yeah, I know. I mean, like old Pokemon designs, if you like conceptually, they are just as boring as the new Pokemon designs, but the actual art of them is more detailed and more interesting. Newer games, they smooth out all the lines and they like take out the details. Like look at the feathers on a Pidgey or a Spearow versus a Pikipek, which is just like, it's just very basic shapes. Yeah. Group of eggs, Pokeball upside down, rock with arms. A lot of it is nostalgia talking. But there is something to say about Punch Guy Monkey and Punch Guy Tall. There's some new, I think the problem is mostly there's been less new Pokemon per game. They've been reusing a lot of old Pokemon. And they'll introduce maybe like 20 or 30 new ones in a game. Whereas they used to do like 50 plus. You have no nostalgia for Pokemon is entirely outside opinion. Like conceptual wise, the ideas that they're based on are not any more or less unique for like the earlier generations versus the later generations. But I think the designs of them themselves, like, I don't... Bring back details in Pokemon. Make their heads smaller and their bodies bigger, please. Literally just a mime. That might be Mr. Mime slander. Mr. Mime is so much more than just a mime. I do like the new, what was it, Galarian form Mr. Mime? I appreciated the redesigns they did in Arceus too. I had a lot of fun with that one. Omastar slaps. Omastar does slap. I do love the original Pokemon designs. I love the gold silver designs. I love the black and white designs, but the last couple gens have not been doing it for me in terms of the new Pokemon. I do love Morlul though. Those little mushroom guys, those ones were my jam. I love those. Of the new Pokemon they've shown for this game, I appreciate the whale design. Like, I appreciate that they're going back to, like, more just things that is some kind of creature. Yeah, we have enough bipedal Pokemon. Bring back the quadrupeds. Bring back more animals, and not just, like... Yeah, some were designed by James Turner, former art designer, who made both Bone Vulture and the ice... He made the ice cream one, too, right? Yeah, the Centipede Dragon was really good. Yeah. Those were black and white. I liked a lot of the black and white designs. But, Sun and Moon were just kind of like, eh. I barely remember anything from Sword and Shield. That game was not great for me. Cute first form.
Here it comes. Let's do this.
Love the designs that are just what if it ball. Rowlet's feel. Yeah. And it's like, I appreciate a few of those sprinkled in. I love a Rowlet. I did love the Rowlet designs. Who were the other starters in that generation? Rowlet was the one I picked. Was that Poplio? Was that Rowlet? No. Poplio was a generation before, right? Was that the Circus Performers one? That was Fennekin, right? Yeah, wait, Litten and Poplio. Okay. So that was Wrestler. Okay, so then, Fennekin Fennekin was the generation after? Before? It gets so hard to keep track. There's so many of them. That one was Fennekin, Chespin, and Oshawott was earlier? You only had eyes for Ella. Yeah. I'm like, I liked Score Bunny in the latest one. I kind of like I liked the starter designs, the first form, but I didn't like their evolutions very much. Fennekin, Froakie, Chespin. Yeah, oh, Froakie, that's who I'm forgetting. I'm like, who's the water? Yeah, because it was like RPG types. It was a mage and like a barbarian and then ninja, I guess? Or I guess it would be rogue. That one was kind of cool. I'm curious to see what the, Can I? Oh, okay, yeah, we attack the web. I'm curious to see what the new starters evolve into. Uh-oh, we're poisoned. Sobble was good. Yeah, I liked Sobble. I didn't care for Inteleon. I think Inteleon was a twig and could have used some more shape to him, I think. And then who is even the other one? Who is Grass? I legit can't even remember. Ooh, yeah, Sableye would be good. I might go with that one. Cause you see those first couple letters, you're like, I know a Sableye, but then there's a fee in there. Grookey, yeah. Okay, Grookey was good. Grookey was a good design, I think. I liked like Grookey isn't my style of Pokemon, but I appreciated the design. Disney Final Forms, Cheshire Cat, Captain Hook, Crocodile, Donald Duck. That would actually be very interesting. You would like a pun name. You could do Chespin, like Chespin. There's got a Chaseney, like a Chansey. Chansey and Ace. Hitmonchase. There's a ton of pun. Remember the plan. We must attack the web holding the moth captive. We did that, right? Incinerchase and Ace. I don't think you'll be able to fit all that, but you might be able to fit Incinerchase.
Can I help you, sir?
I don't know if the mic is picking up my cat, but he did wander into the room and is meowing so loud for no reason.
All right, we did it.
Can I help you, sir? You now like 20 Pokemon, or you know like 20 Pokemon. There's so many. There's like 600 of them. Cinderchase, Chasemander is like close enough to Charmander, Chasemeleon, Chasezard. I think it would be close enough that people would get it. Begone, wretched beast. Oh, now we can do damage to it.
Kabu, I'm done here.
Well done. Let's get out of here. Leave us alone already, monster. I'm poking you with my horn. Huff, huff.
Gee, glad it's too fat to come in here. Kabu? Sorry for running away.
Very well. You are forgiven, V. It was understandable.
Took you long enough. Most people would be crying at getting rescued.
Cough, cough. Let's turn over a new leaf, V. This moth is our priority. I like moths. You're awake. Oh, hello.
What the? Hey, you okay? You hit your head?
Could this moth be speaking in an ancient tongue? Perhaps he is of the fabled tribes lurking underground. No, we can speak Bugnish.
Do you need like a minute?
No. We are fine now. Thank goodness, you had us quite worried. Where are we? Where is the spider? Right.
Hey, you.
Yo, wait, hold up. Let's get you up to speed. Bond's leafy grass theme. Oh, that would be a good one. Just name myself Pokedex number random. You could. Pokedex number 69. Haha, the funniest one. Who is the 69th Pokemon? Hold on. Bellsprout. Now, who's Pokemon 420? Cherubi. Got it. What about 666? Vivillon. There you go. 3 Pokemon you can name yourself. Name yourself Chaserubi 420. Truly, it seems like we owe our life to you, V. Seriously. 2 bug games, both with ancient moth tribes. Moths just seem like an ancient type of bug. Moths are so good and dusty. What Pokemon is 420? Cherubi. The little, like, berry guy.
No big deal. It sucks that we're trapped, though.
Were you looking for treasure as well, alongside fellow explorers? What is your name? Leaf is fine. And somewhat. A scouting mission, in fact.
Got some luck to be alive. Did you learn anything scouting about the artifact?
Why do you know that off the top of your head? I have it open in another tab right now. Why wouldn't you know that? I was Googling the funny number Pokemon. 69 is Bellsprout, and 666 is Vivillon, or whatever that moth butterfly one is. Yes. I'm pretty sure I've seen a Tumblr post making fun of it too. Because there's, like, one of the Pokemon cards or Pokedex entries says that, like, if you eat Cherubi, it gives an effect of some kind. Or maybe it knows, like, magical leaf or something. But, haha, funny Cherubi weed joke.
You got some luck to be alive. Do you learn anything scouting about the artifact?
Artifact? If it is here, it is probably ahead. If we work together, we will surely find both it and the exit. We have little choice. We will accompany you. Can you fight? Not really part of scouting.
Seriously? You came into this place without knowing how to fight?
Make sure to stay behind us so we can protect you. How reassuring.
Okay, we've spent too much time here. Let's look for the exit.
Let's look for this, save spot. Because this is where we are calling it for tonight. Thank you all for coming. Thank you all for hanging out. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for sharing facts with me and bringing me on these wonderful tangents so we can learn about 80s slang and funny foods and spices and fish, and which sushi has more or less mercury, or Yo Mama So Xbox Live. Is there anybody online to raid? I could send you to, Exactly. Have a nice little booba song. Let me double check, make sure there's, Let me see if there's anybody live, and if not, I will just send you to the, Yeah, mushrooms and cow poop is magic. Meant that for me a joke on good night, besides you saying good the stream is over. Good adios. No, yeah, I get it. Good adios to you. Enjoying your time here. That's good to hear. Thanks for coming along on this wild ride, Super Z-Man. It's fun to learning. I advise that y'all turn your volumes down a little bit, maybe. I'm sending you to the Flute Gnome. It's a bangin' tune, but sometimes the volume is louder than mine. I can never remember how much louder. But everybody have a good night. Everybody have a good sleep. I will play more of this next week, Monday. In a couple days on Wednesday, I will be playing more of Mother 3. Very fun time. There are frogs and lizards involved. I still gotta do some grinding for that. I have forgotten, but I will remember it tomorrow. But thank y'all for coming. Thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for chatting. Thank you to the lurkers. Thank you to the VOD watchers. Thank you, Lomo, for the raid. Good night. Good night, good night, good night, good night, good night, good night, good night.